morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is here.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold here.
What is up?
I'm Chick McGee, and here's the one, the only Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Check. Hello.
Roger that.
Yeah, they're very good. It's good to be here. Thank you very much. Chick's not coming in today. Wait a second.
Once again, off the air business. We don't need to.
Right over there. We're glad to have you. We're getting prepped for a no chick show.
Yep, here we go.
But we're all chicked up.
That's right.
By the way, we're going to be chicking up this Friday morning. A special show coming to you from OHIO, Ohio's Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be in the air and on the air with a special treat at a secret location. Oh, wait a minute. It's not secret anymore.
It's not secret.
Live at the Tank in the Dayton Arcade. You're welcome to join us.
There's an arcade?
Oh, boy.
I'm going to hustle some pinball or something, maybe.
Ms. Pac-Man and the Simpsons driving game. I'm going to have a blast.
I'm not sure if they have that kind of stuff, but it's called the arcade. I will be there. And
that's your way of being dated. That was interesting. Yeah.
I love an arcade. You don't like an arcade? Going down there?
No, I like the games you mentioned. I don't think are top of mind right now.
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
There's a Star Wars game where you get to be Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Pretty fun.
Whoa.
Wasn't there like a burger maker thing or something? Wasn't there like one of those games? Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Burger time.
That's more.
you suppose there's some billionaire that has had either a pinball machine made with a bunch of personal stuff on it.
That'd be cool.
I mean, or is there a place
you mean like you see a Monopoly game that's themed to a city or whatever, and then
Right.
you see a rich guy who has a pinball machine that out of his life.
Want to come to my house, play Monopoly me version?
Why don't they have those?
I bet they do.
I mean, they may, but I mean, they've got everything else.
Yeah, you could probably get a pinball game made at the Bob and Tom Show.
I was reading this article. You can essentially hire any band you want if you have enough money.
Well, sure.
Yeah. Some guy paid $12 million to have the Rolling Stones play a party of like 300 people.
I bet it was in Abu Dhabi or someplace, wasn't it?
I was in Texas.
Oh, really? Wow.
There was oil involved. But I'm just... You have to wonder if there's a place you can go ahead like a pinball machine. It's got, my Mercer School over here where I went to elementary school.
You see how he's saying this?
They raise Starbucks locations for you.
That's very
Ace,
funny.
you should be a designer, Ace. There's no doubt about it. Ace Cosby, ladies and gentlemen, the legend, the voice, the man, and we'll look forward. We'll look forward to that Ace Cosby joke of the day. Ace, the only one we know that actually watched, was it the USFL championships? Okay,
The only one in America, I think.
apparently the TV ratings are good enough to maintain the
Cowboys down the kicker from the Birmingham Stallions.
Okay, so their dream is to play in another league. The people who play in that
make
league.
some bank.
Really?
Not live at the Marriott.
Well, if they haven't a good enough league, they should have. Maybe the NFL players should dream about playing in the USFL. How about that?
Ace, I'd like to hip you up a little bit. I think you want to say make the bag. Isn't that what it is right now?
Make the bag. Nice.
Now, bank is more, an older.
Yeah.
But they're both the same.
Is it make the bag or get the bag?
You can get the bag. You can secure the bag. You can be in your bag. There's a lot of ways you can.
Papa has a brand new bag?
Yeah.
Of course. Papa's had a brand new bag for quite some time.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, it's amazing how that term has sustained and maintained. But he got the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're on a date and your date has to have the bag, that's
Papa's got a brand new bag.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice, crisp, clean.
The Fabulous Flames.
Yeah. Now, coming up in the show, we're going to have a special guest, actor Drew Powell, on leave from Hollywood temporarily, and awaiting will there be an actor's strike? Josh, you were saying that the writer's strike has pretty much shut stuff down, and
Sure. Yeah.
millions of dollars being lost every day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to cost billions when it's all said and done.
Wow.
Yikes. Well, we'll be talking to Drew about what he's doing in the world of acting. It's always a great pleasure. He was our guest just during the month of May. Also, coming up, Christy, you got any teasers for me over there?
Oh, yeah, we have a water sommelier because, H2O tastes different everywhere.
Well, that's
How
true.
about a hairy green tongue?
Not for me.
Not
Thanks,
for
though.
you? Okay, that's fine. Can you hear the sound of silence?
Yeah, we had the world's quietest room, right? Remember that?
Yeah, there's some place you can go, and I guess it's kind of disturbing.
One of those places where you can hear the blood going through your
Yeah.
veins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
And it's not mere.
Oh.
I bring that up.
Yeah, Dr.
because-
David Wolf, the astronaut, was in here saying, you don't know what quiet is until you're on a space station and the power goes out.
Yeah.
Because you could literally hear your blood. Not to mention the fact that where's the GD flashlight?
And we have another crazy beer out there. This time made with an insect.
Gross.
Actually, you know something? I would try this one. It sounds pretty good.
Okay.
You heard insect and you were in.
No, I read about it, and when they described the taste, I thought, okay. Remember when we tried the what are they called? Power bars?
Yes.
Made of crickets, and we all gave them a thumbs down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Judging by the way the taste is described, I would certainly give it I'd give it a shake. I'd give it a fair shake.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if we can get a hold of this beer, but we're going to try. But we'll find out about it this morning. We have a number of interesting world records coming up today, and a number of interesting people in trouble today for various issues going on in the world.
We should have a court report every morning. Who went to jail? Isn't that the section in the newspaper?
Oh,
I got a court report. Lawman's Journal, I think, was in my paper when I was a kid. You just
who's suing who?
what happened at the court?
The Lawman's Journal.
Yeah.
We can't do that. What if I don't come in one day and then you're reading it? Turns out I got arrested.
You make the report.
I was stealing a bunch of donuts. I get popped. I'm in jail. I'm in prison.
Yeah.
Awaiting trial. It's very sad.
Especially for donuts. Can't you afford your own donuts?
Yeah, but it's the thrill.
Okay.
The juice, man.
Now, we also have class reunion news. And speaking of the law, Sarah Silverman, the comedian,
Yes.
is suing, I guess it's technically Meta,
Oh, really?
involving the alleged use of her book to train AI.
Oh.
So I don't know how that works exactly, but we'll find out. That's, I guess, trying to get that into a big class action lawsuit. What's coming up in sports?
We had a winner in the home run derby last night.
Yeah, we got a home run derby. We'll talk about that. Who wants to go see Victor Wembanyama? Kids, we getting in the car, going to check him out at Summer League?
Let's go, Daddy.
Not so fast, my friends.
That's right.
This is that terrible time in the summer where there's no basketball, there's Summer League basketball, there's no football, obviously, and right now there's no baseball. It's the All-Star game, so we'll talk a little sports.
Yeah, I went into a restaurant on Saturday night, and all the TVs were on Summer League basketball. I thought that was kind of a shock.
Summer League is fun, especially for the Pacers have a really young team right now, so almost everyone is playing. It's really interesting to see how the teams are going to come together this year.
But don't you think a lot of people wanted to go see the #1 draft pick, though?
Oh, yeah, they want to see Wemby do his thing.
But he's not going to play anymore?
They want to watch the baby giraffe out there, all elbows shooting that thing.
Yeah. He's a tall, lanky kid.
He's very much a baby giraffe.
Okay, but he's no longer no longer playing, correct?
He's not going to play. I mean, we'll do it right now if
Okay,
you want to.
no, that's okay.
They shut him down.
Okay, well, I'd be kind of pissed if I purchased tickets to go see him. And, well, sorry, kids. 3 games and he's out. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show features Chick Me talking about those fine earbuds.
By Raycon, that's right. Raycon's wireless earbuds. And you know Raycon's mission, you've heard this. It's to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and incredible smart tech listening features we've all come to know and love. And with Raycon, you get a pair and a spare if you want, and you'll still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that nowadays you got to keep your eye on the old bottom line. That's why Raycon offers buy now, pay later options, an easy and free return guarantee, free domestic shipping, and flat fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 5-star reviews. And how about this? Raycon also, of course, has 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, seamless Bluetooth syncing, and water and sweat resistant. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. The already low price, score another 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Love my Raycons. Hey, did anybody see this, that the Northern Lights
Yep.
are going to be visible in
17 states.
a whole bunch of states coming up later this week?
Thursday.
Maybe. In a very unusual situation. We'll be talking about the Northern Lights. You ever seen them, Josh?
No, you?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you're hiking Isle Royal, weren't you?
That may have been.
With the DuPont kids and all those guys.
They must be something.
Lake Superior. We'll find out about the Northern Lights and many other great things coming up, including Drew Powell joining us. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have time. Let's get a song out of Mr. Hay.
Yeah.
Colin Hay is our guest. What do you feel like playing, Colin?
Something I know.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that'd be good.
I know most of my songs. This is an old song which I like. I'll just play it, eh?
All right.
How about that? I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations. I know we'll be all right. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Alone between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations that I know will be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away.
Wow. Colin Hay.
Like that would be the professor to have for any kind of class, because he just every semester he just takes off for 3 or 4 weeks to save the world or find some Inca staff in Peru or something. Like he walks into the first day. All right, class, my name's Dr. Indiana Jones. I'll be your professor for Archaeology 101. His dad busts in the door. Junior, Dad, I'm teaching class here. Junior, there's no time. Rommel Zombie's about to uncover the sword of destiny in a Vandalic horde in Tunisia. Look, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time. It's not just any sword, Junior. It's Balmung. Balmung, the legendary sword of Siegfried, bestowed by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians, and then lost for 1,000 years. Class is like, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, go find it. Go save the world. We'll be here when you get back. We'll be at the bar or the speakeasy or whatever they had back then. You know? Perfect. Class is partying afterwards. Hey, man, what I tell you every semester?
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin on the road. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Things are going as planned. Pat is probably somewhere in Georgia. We could probably call him.
I hope they stayed in a hotel with a pool.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure his son insists.
Yeah.
I think it's an absolute.
Sure, a must.
He's on his way to McCurdy's in Sarasota, Florida for some great shows starting tomorrow evening. He will be recording his new television special, Mr. Pat Godwin, McCurdy's in beautiful Sarasota, Florida. Right now, we have a lot of things going on, but yesterday or the day before, I forget when. What is today? Monday, Tuesday? Maybe it was last week. I got into a semi-argument with Josh about tipping. And I mentioned that I tipped the guy at the or the lady at the counter at the movies.
Yeah, it's too much. You don't need to do that.
And you used to work at a movie theater.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, they make a salary. They make a wage. They don't need to be tipped. This over-tipping is causing trouble. People are going to expect it.
It's starting to backfire, too. Yeah.
Okay, well,
How is it? I don't get the trouble of tipping, though.
People expect it.
Yeah, they're gonna now. We're all gonna have to start tipping at the concession stand. Huh. I went to the movies yesterday, and I you know how much a regular soda is now? And I never thought I'd be this old guy complaining about concession prices because we all know they're expensive,
Right.
But I almost said never mind. It was $7.19.
What?
And not for a large, for a regular soda.
Oh, my.
And it's like, okay, I'm blessed enough to be able to get this if I really want it, but. What about a family of 6? This is insane.
100%.
And so you lunatics are throwing extra money on top of that?
He's right.
Well, I should have gone back and taken the tip back because the air conditioning wasn't working in the theater.
Yeah, and let's also be honest. When I was working in the concession stand, you were served pretty well. Let's look at the average concessionaire today.
Well, this kid had done a really good job, so I
doubt it.
$5. But
usually, though, it's the kid who's got one AirPod in, and then his buddy's the guy getting the popcorn, not even talking to each other.
When was the last time you heard a thank you?
This kid was doing a nice job. But so I get this letter here. My luggage was lost by the airline. They had it delivered to the hotel. Should I have tipped the guy since I'd been wearing the same underwear for 3 days?
Well, he provided a service, I guess. But, yeah, I would have given him $5. The guy that brought you your luggage? Sure.
But do you tip the guy that's delivering it from the airline?
No, you don't have to.
Well, I mean,
I guess I would.
He's probably a courier. He probably doesn't work for the airline.
Okay. I would think maybe the airline should weigh in going, hey, we took care of the...
Yeah, well.
Yeah, right.
Josh, but...
Do you ever go to the movie theater where there's like a QR code at your seat and they bring you the food? That kind of thing?
I don't like those at all.
You don't like those? Okay,
right.
But if you were to go to one of those, would you tip in that case?
Yes.
Because they're bringing...
It's like a server, yeah.
Right.
Totally got it.
Yeah.
So if it's the conventional movie theater stand where you just do everything, there's no service involved, you're not going to tip.
Right.
But if there is service, you would.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Just making sure.
You don't like the movies where they bring the burgers to your chair?
No, I can't stand it. I'm there to see a movie, not to try to dodge a waiter's head while I have to. Yeah, it's too much. Too much.
I agree.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, but my girls like that, so we
Have you decided not to ever go to another motion picture ever again in, in a public venue?
Please do us a favor.
We would like you to do that, please.
Really looking forward to Oppenheimer.
I don't think you're going to like it.
I just saw the preview. The preview was great.
Okay.
Do you think it's going to be too slow?
I think it's going to be intense, and you're going to have to watch it. And two of the things that you really don't do well at.
So we'll see. I'm not going to prejudge.
What about Mission Impossible?
I might go to that. I don't know.
You know what? I had trouble with Mission Impossible. Why are they putting part 1 on there? That really throws me. Just tell me what the movie is, and that's part 2. Call that part 2. But don't tell me that you're only seeing half of what we're thinking here. I don't like that. I don't like it right from the outset.
You like at the end of the movie when you think it's going to resolve?
I love to be continued? Question mark. Love that. Yes, I love that.
Okay, well, we'll find out. Yeah, I really enjoyed Top Gun. That was your typical popcorn eating movie last year.
Yeah, that's a hell of a flick, isn't it?
It's fun. A lot of abs, a lot of sweat.
Well, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the worst movies I've ever seen, it says the Star-Lord will be back or something like that right at the end.
Oh. Is this the Galaxy 3?
Yeah, the third one, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Which now is just, they've just strung fighting scenes and music that I'm very familiar with. They just string those together now for those movies.
Well, that's what I thought
all they do.
The Spider-Man thing was, just stringing together random scenes with these sort of empty speeches that sound important but say nothing.
If you're going to go see Mission Impossible, it comes out July 12th. I'm going to warn you now. It's 2 hours and 43 minutes.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that's part 1.
Yeah, that's part 1.
See, they should have just streamed it on Netflix and made it 15 episodes and a nice stream.
You know what the real bummer is, Chick, is when you go to the concession stand, they hand you half a popcorn and go, you'll get the second half next year.
I don't think I've ever eaten an entire portion of popcorn at the movie theater, but I always get the largest. I don't know why I do that.
Yeah, I just got a bucket that you could put a bowling ball in and then still have room to swirl it around.
Do you take it home?
No, God, no.
Oh.
No.
I
don't know what the people at the movie theater are doing. That's what I'm the employee as far as I'm concerned when I get there. They hand you a cup for your pop and a cup for your popcorn. And they pat you on the bottom, say, "Go get them, and give me money for those cups." And then you're off and on your way.
Yeah, it's different. It's changed.
There's nothing I'm.
You have to get your own popcorn.
Yeah, there's nothing I'm saving for.
Well, no. Well, they're not even scooping. They're pre-scooping all the popcorn.
Oh, it's already.
They hand you a bag.
The popcorn's been there.
And again, not at every theater, but at many of the big chains. And you're right. I paid $7.19 yesterday for a soda I had to make.
Oh no, it's the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine. It's so fun. Getting half cherry Coke with orange in it. I'm getting half Sprite with raspberry in it.
I'm a grown man. I'm not doing that.
Josh, I don't want to taste anything, just sugar. I don't want any flavor profile. I just want sugar juice, baby.
Sugar juice.
I have a question.
What?
Why do they chain down the salt shaker?
Because of me, because I steal it. I go there and I steal it.
Let me tell you something. If the salt shaker's not chained, I'd take it into the theater.
Do you really?
Absolutely.
Oh, that must be why.
Absolutely.
They call those chains the chick chains, is what they call them.
We would find them in the...
Those salt shaker cost like 90 cents for 4,000 of them. And that's fine.
They've had that many stolen?
For $8 a drink and $12 for a popcorn, I'm stealing a salt shaker.
I'd say, boy, I was in the theater business for maybe 6-7 years, and I found at least 3 times I found the salt shaker in a half-filled popcorn bag.
You weren't in the theater business.
What do you mean?
You weren't in the theater business.
I moved my way up.
You worked at a movie theater.
You worked at
I eventually ran one for a while.
Yeah, you're still not in the theater business. You wouldn't sound like you booked.
You wouldn't call running a movie theater in the movie theater business?
No.
That's interesting.
Did you know how to thread the...
Why is that interesting?
Was it still film when you were there?
Yeah.
Did you
I could run the
thread.
Do you want to? If you work at a gas station and run the register, are you in the oil business?
No, but that's not what I said. If I was in the motion picture business,
did you book the films? Did you book the?
I would at one point I would decide what times they were going to show.
That's power.
Wow.
Did you ever play a movie just for yourself?
Yeah. You had to.
No, I mean, after everybody left, did you ever?
Yes. Yeah, we would do that. But they wanted you to do that because they wanted to make sure you spliced it all together correctly.
Wait, you have to splice them together?
Yeah.
So would you do that during the day?
Back in the day,
Would you do that at night?
At night, we would watch them, yeah.
You had to splice the what?
What?
I'm telling you, I was in the movie theater business.
You had to splice the movies together.
You don't believe I spliced together?
I don't believe
they would come in two big canisters.
Yeah.
Josh is a liar.
Two things. Josh is a liar. I don't believe anything he's saying. And we needed one of these to get through this first hour. So go ahead.
Yeah, it was cool.
Now, are the movies now delivered primarily digitally?
Yes. Yeah.
So when you sent them back, did you have to de-splice them?
You did. You had to break them down. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
So
I had no idea.
They just you get the movies in like what are they 15-minute increments or something, and you put them all together, and you got to put them in the right order.
Yeah, not quite. I mean, they're longer than 15 minutes, but yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually easier than it sounds. But it was.
Did you ever like mess up and do first half of Toy Story, second half of Independence Day? Scare some kids.
That'd be something really. Yeah, no.
My cousin John worked at a movie theater, and after hours, he would go in with his Nintendo Switch, and then he would play Mario Kart with his buddies on the big movie theater.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And that has to be the most fun thing in the world.
Yeah.
Did you ever, like when you would go to another theater and you were watching a movie, did you look for the splice because you knew it was coming up?
I know, but you could see when it was bad.
Really?
Yeah. But I would look for things like, oh my gosh, they don't have the masking right, and which is the curtains.
You know what? Yeah. Maybe he was in the movie. He's in a whole different level of working at a theater.
I loved it.
When you go to a movie these days, do you pick it based? Will you drive far away to get either better popcorn or there used to be a place that made the popcorn right there, and I would actually go in there, get the popcorn, and sometimes go to a different theater.
Oh, and sneak it in?
Yeah, the manager knew me, and I'd come in and I'm just getting popcorn.
Yeah,
and I
sure.
would sneak it into the other theater that had the movie I wanted to see, but had crappy popcorn.
They love when you come in and just buy popcorn and leave. That helps their per cap, as they
Don't
call
you
it.
love it when he says that he's super busy and has no time to do anything, and then he also says that sometimes he goes to one theater to buy popcorn,
Yeah.
goes to another theater to see the movie.
But they don't do it anymore.
But that's what he's busy
What do you
with
mean they
doing.
don't do
Those
it
little
anymore?
things
That
like
theater doesn't do that, make their own popcorn.
Oh, they don't
My
at all?
theater makes their own popcorn.
Many still do, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to that one. The AC didn't work. Thank you.
Yeah. Boy, that's rough. This time of year.
Yeah, check local listings. Wow, sure is hot in this movie.
Well, that's a switch. Usually it's so cold you have to bring a blanket.
Anyway, if you have any more questions about the the movie theater business.
What movie did you, let me ask you this. In the era in which you were a movie theater, how did he word it, Chick?
He's in the movie theater business.
In the era when you were in the movie theater business, what movie did you watch the most? Would you go back in and...
just back in for a scene?
Yeah.
Disclosure, probably. Because I was, 16 or 17, and
Boobs?
a bunch of the ushers. If you, there were certain scenes in movies, if you look back, there'd be 6 ushers standing there.
Using the little flashlight wands to hide their erections.
And that was one of them?
Disclosure, yeah, because it was Demi Moore essentially having her way with Michael Douglas, and she was so hot in it.
Sure, 42 minutes, 17 seconds. Sure, yeah. It's a good one.
I don't even, what was that movie about? I don't even remember it.
Sexual harassment. Michael Douglas is Demi Moore essentially harasses Michael Douglas, and then he sues her, and they're like, "Yeah, right. You can't be harassed by a woman," that kind of thing. Okay. But it's hot. Yeah,
I can tell.
We all would have loved to have been harassed.
We may have to break early. Chick, our theater manager over here is having technical.
The theater mogul is over there.
They got mad when I spliced that scene 50 times in a row.
Josh, there's no plot, man. We can't show this. You have to understand.
Flashbacks.
Were you ever at the theater all by yourself and watch a movie all by yourself?
Yeah.
Did you ever?
Don't even ask. That.
Oh no, I never had my way with my son. I never did that.
I thought you were going to ask me.
That's not what I was going to ask.
Good question, Tom.
Yes, you were.
No, you know what? I bet that's happened, but I honestly never did that.
What question were you going to ask?
If he ever made a pizza or anything.
No, that's not.
All right, I'm a liar. So this all started with me, with Josh saying I shouldn't tip the guy at the movie theater.
Yeah.
But here's another thing that's interesting to me. A lot of the credit card machines now, you put you slide your own credit card in, and then it pops up and says, "Do you want to leave a tip?"
Right.
Which is fine. But I was talking to someone yesterday. I went to a Starbucks, and I was saying how clunky their app is. And to leave a tip, sometimes you have to go back to page 1, and there's this little tiny thing you have to go. But I said, are you aware that, when I leave you a nice tip, do you know it? She goes, no. They don't tell them which customers are tipping. And some of them have no idea how to even. I said, how do you tip on this? They don't even know.
Are they getting the money even?
Yeah, but they're not. If you're a good tipper, they have no idea. Now, when you see a tip jar, do you do the thing where you
make sure they see you?
Make like a little flourish, kind of like a jazz hand. Yeah, $5 bill. Yeah,
I'm a little more tipping you. Good person.
No, do you know what I do?
What?
I do the folding. I always do this whenever I tip. I fold lengthwise.
Yeah,
like you're like a valet or something,
or like you're at a strip club, so they can pick it up with their butt cheeks.
What?
Oh, I've never been to. I'm into a strip club in forever. But yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you kind of pyramid it half.
I thought this was something that was classy. Now I feel like a loser.
Now people think you go to the strip club a lot.
So I should tell the valet parking guy. But you have to. By the way, according to the judge, you got to pick up
that with your
pick
butt?
up the 4 singles I just left you with your ass.
Whenever I tip, I wave a big $20 bill, and then they have no idea I'm just grabbing 1s and 5s out of the jar. They can't even see it. Watch one close-up magic video, and now I'm making a bunch of money.
Where did that come from? The guy tears the bill in half and gives him half, and you'll get the second half of
That's in a movie you don't like, The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz. It's a great movie with Richard Dreyfuss.
Man.
Terrific movie.
All right.
They're at a family summer camp. Have you seen it, Josh?
Has anybody else seen that?
No, the problem with it is it probably is a good movie, but it can't be great because it's never on anything ever.
Good point.
If it were great, wouldn't it be on TNT once a week?
Someone out there defend me on this. Not only is it a great movie, it's based on the Mordecai Richler novel. It takes place primarily in Montreal. Randy Quaid is in it. He's terrific. Richard Dreyfuss. Jack
it sounds
Warden.
like to me they made that movie again, The Last Detail, and it was much better than that one. That's what the one people watch.
But there's a movie within the movie where they hire a guy. They hire this blacklisted director to make a film of a family event that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, nice.
If you see it, you'll thank me.
I know I'd like to see it, but it's impossible.
Well, that may be
because
some
the
legal
way
thing.
I can't watch it just on principle alone. I won't.
And yet you just cited one of the scenes. I'll tell you, Willie, the scene is they're at this family summer camp.
I'm already out. Earlier you tried to sell me on this, and you said it was a book in Canada. I don't care,
right?
man. I'm way out.
All right, fine. Mordecai Richler, recognized as one of the great writers of the 20th century, but I forgot I'm in the illiteracy group.
And I'm the treasurer.
There's a great scene. The guy
Just always like
with
to
great
act so
flourish,
much
this guy
better.
takes a $50 bill and says to the waiter, he rips it in half and goes, if you do a good job, you get the other half.
What a dick.
Yeah, that's a
No
that's
joke.
a real dick
What a
move.
class move, though.
It's
because
a dick move.
Class move.
Classist
kidding?
move.
Class move.
Hey, listen, Trotsky. If you want the money, you're going to work for it, okay?
Hey,
I know in
I
your little
think
socialist dream world where he's going to work hard just because he wants to be there for May Day.
If you're judging me based on my Das Kapital tattoo, I think that's unfair.
I'm so sorry. Where were we? Oh, tipping. Well, someone back me up on what a great movie The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz is.
I'd like to see it.
And is it Duddy or Duty, or you said it 9 different ways?
Well, it's said both ways.
It's said both ways in the movie.
Yeah,
well, that's any sign of any good movie. Yeah. They don't know what the title is. That's a dead giveaway.
There's no way I can win this argument.
Probably not.
Richard Dreyfuss could come in and
You might
personally
wanna-
endorse it.
I was proud of that film.
He's terrific.
And I've heard Richard Dreyfuss he's impossible. You can't work with it. He's just
know.
awful.
Could be. Who knows? He's a great actor. That's all.
Sounds like he'd fit right in here then.
Yeah, well.
Speaking of fine actors, Drew
Yes.
Powell's going to be joining us this morning.
Yay.
And he's got some interesting news, I think. Right now, I want to do a little quiz. I'll start with you, Christy Lee. What is your sleep number setting?
45.
What does that mean?
That means it's on the softer side of the mattress, since the mattress goes all the way up to
100. That's my firmness number, Tom. I like the firm mattress.
Either side of the bed
100
is adjustable.
Yes.
That's right. And the sleep number people perfected this years ago. Now there are other aspects of the mattress and the bed that they're working on to make sure that you get the ideal night's sleep. Even if you sleep during the day, that's fine. They don't discriminate. This should be called the Freedom Bed. Sleep at the next level. Unlock your unique potential with a smart bed that performs as well as you do. And here's something brand new. You can save $1,200 on Sleep Number's most popular 360 smart bed right now. And special financing is available for a limited time. This is a brand new offer as of today. You'll only find it at the Sleep Number store. Go to sleepnumber.com/BT show for all the details on the special financing available on the finest of the Sleep Number catalog beds. Check it out in person. It's the only way to do it. And sometimes you'll get some nice tips from your bed on how to sleep better. So I know they've got, for example, a bed where the head raises. I've got one of those. Helps with acid reflux and other issues. And you can have it help with your snoring problems. Find out what I'm talking about. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up in sports, the number one pick in the NBA is no longer in the Summer League. Well, thank you for joining us. 3 games in. Goodbye. We'll find out about that and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. And we've had a wonderful morning because we have a terrific guest in the studio. He's sitting next to Christy Lee. It's a veteran of many years with a guitar. A guy who...
I thought you were going to say bottle.
I can't, Pat, I tried.
Well,
this is why I get the reputation of being the dick in the show, but no, I'm trying to do something nice.
No, you are the dick on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Who put the dick on the show?
I blamed it all on me.
See, this is, I'm
not going to say anything until I'm introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pat
Daly is here with us.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pat.
No, Pat, good to see you.
You do an annual residency, if you will, at Sloppy Joe's. That's the place that does the famous Hemingway lookalike contest every year.
Yeah.
And you could actually...
And you win every year,
You could certainly place in that.
They've been after me for a lot of years to do that. And now I say I'm too old. He shot himself last year.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
Please.
Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Oh, I can't read the paper. It's too small.
Must be the martinis.
Okay. Where's that music stand?
Would you like chicks
Okay, here we
readers?
go.
You want my cheaters?
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Most of the South is having a drought. And Malibu's having a slide in the mud. San Francisco is having an earthquake. They say she won't last through the year. The whole country is reeling in recession, and I'm having one more beer. Oh, I'm having one more cold one till the news and the blues disappear. The world's on the brink. There's time for a drink, and I'm having one more beer.
Oh, yes.
My sister is having a breakdown. My son is having a toke. My dad is having his old emphysema, and I feel like having a smoke. My buddy is having a sexual crisis. He's smiling at me kind of queer.
Uh-oh.
My secretary is having her pregnancy test, and I'm having one more beer. I'm having one more cold one till it all hits the wall and disappears. My wife's having fitsin' and cat's having kitsin', and I'm having one more beer. My daughter is having her nose pierced. My mom is having her butt tattooed. My brother is having an affair with my wife.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's the one getting screwed? So if you're having heart palpitations about the way things are heading around here, just give that waitress a pat and tell her that I'm having one more beer. Yeah. Geez, I'm going to have to practice that one.
I love that song.
I couldn't read my words.
That's all right.
I don't know why. I got to get them up this close now.
Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Then just got to lean over and softly kiss her on the neck. The young fella says, oh, wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister. He goes, in that case, just push her in the deep end.
Except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier
Idiot.
Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
Our guest is comedian Mike Ciccone, and Mike is touring comedian, but you do have a family. You were telling us you take care of your daughter a lot.
Yeah.
She's 4 years old now?
She's 4 years old. I take care of her in the daytime pretty much. As you know, I work evenings,
Sure.
and therefore I'm the Mr. Mom guy. And I'm pretty good at it, except for laundry. I've noticed I still have the bachelor tendency with laundry.
Does that throw everything in at once?
No, when you're out of clothes, you do laundry.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, which is fine when you're single. But now that I have the kid, I'm down in the laundry room. I'm in my bathrobe. She's in her Halloween costume. Doesn't really work that way.
Thousands of people in their cars going, I've been there.
Yeah.
Thousands of guys going, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look like Hugh Hefner with Casper.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
It's again on the iHeart app.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. Willie Griswold over there.
Hey, man.
He's got some sports news for us. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chickster. A couple special hellos this morning. Hello once again to Captain Rob of the Little Mama in Charleston Bay. Morning, Captain. And,
what part of Michigan's that in?
Charleston Bay. It's South Carolina.
Oh,
we can say hello to Michigan, all our friends listening on the Bear. Hello, Petoskey, Harbor Springs, Charlevoix, Boyne City, Traverse City, et cetera, et cetera.
I'll be in Charleston next week.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you got going? Is this a solo trip, or are you going with the man?
I'm going with my husband and our kids.
Well.
Yes. It's called a vacation.
I'm very familiar with that.
You don't have kids together.
No.
No.
Not yet. Fingers crossed.
Big
Yeah, not
mix
yet.
of bastards or whatever. I don't know what you call them.
Bastards. We were both married before.
Josh, don't be rude. Christy doesn't have bastard children. My dad has bastard children. All right?
Yeah.
Get it straight.
Get it right.
That was a lot bigger deal in the Middle Ages.
Sure. It's really not a thing at all anymore.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Those girls couldn't run a country. They couldn't,
Because they're little girls. You ever call the 7-year-old girl a bastard? It's hilarious.
Let's see. Now, we were talking about tipping. And Josh was upset because I tipped the guy at the movie theater.
Yeah, over tipping's a problem these days.
But it was this kid, but was working hard. It was just him back there. I could tell he was a nice kid. And, hey, here.
I could tell he was a nice kid.
I guarantee you he had blonde hair. That's what that means. I guarantee you.
I was at the tavern the other night. This guy named Ted walked up, and we started talking. What a nice guy.
Do you tip at fast food restaurants?
Oh, Ted, you mean Ted Bundy? Yeah, what a nice guy. Clean cut, smart.
I thought you were going Kaczynski.
And I'll tell you what, he seems like a ladies' man.
Oh, yeah. Boy, women just love him.
God, handsome people are the best, aren't they?
Do you tip at a fast food restaurant?
Depends, some of them.
Oh, my God.
You have to be stopped. I think Josh overreacted a little bit, but now I couldn't agree more.
Because now when you put your card in, they automatically come up with, do you want a tip?
Some of them don't.
Ugh.
I wish some of them did. Like when you're at Chipotle, they're working.
Let me
hard.
ask you
They're
something.
working hard back there.
Are you tipping because you think they're doing a great job and you want them to earn more money? Or are you tipping because you're worried they're going to say that Tom Griswold didn't tip?
No, it's because I used to work at a restaurant, and I know that...
I don't believe you. I think you're worried.
I think you're worried. It's not a matter of you
worried
believing
that
me.
Tom, they're going to say that because you really do think that way, and you don't want to give them a tip.
They don't know who I am when I'm at Chipotle.
I mean, construction workers work hard, but do you roll down your window and stop and go, here, fellas?
Here, top that building off for me. Here you go. Here's a Finsky. Go buy a beer.
Yeah.
Now, okay, how about this? I've got a letter here from a guy. I went to a local pizza place that you take the pizza, but they haven't cooked it yet. Do I tip them for making the pizza?
Well, I think so.
Yeah, I do too.
If you're carrying out, anytime you carry out, I think you can. I think tipping is completely acceptable. Maybe not mandatory, but acceptable.
Should it be 20%?
You're not even eating in their restaurant.
Yeah, but so when you order carry out, you don't tip?
Of course I tip, but I'm just saying.
But you tip out of fear of...
People saying I don't tip.
Christy Lee
At least she's telling the truth.
Yes.
Instead of you coming up with some fantastic, well, he seemed like a nice young man.
Well, the kid at the movie theater has no idea who I am.
You have no idea.
You don't know who knows who.
Well, that's okay. Let's take that out of it. Yeah. Should you still just be tipping everybody?
What about a third option that he tips people so that he gets special treatment in the future? Is that on anybody's radar?
Yes.
He wants to be able to go, hey, this is my Chipotle. They take care of me there. I know Trevor and the fellas, they give me my bean burrito.
I'm a big fan of that sort of gangster behavior.
Yes.
I love greasing.
I like that.
But you hate it when you go to a restaurant you go to all the time, and all the staff knows you, and they give you the one that doesn't, and you have to deal with.
The one.
Boy, so you've said the same thing 4 different ways right now.
So I'll say,
I don't know if they know me or not. Boy, they better know me. That's all I know.
Look, I have no idea what I normally get here. Ask Amber. She usually waits on us.
Oh, my gosh.
And
But see, I had that happen. I was at a lunch, and I did not pick up the tab. And the person that did not tip well, and somebody went on Twitter and said I was a bad, and it was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I had nothing to do with that.
You got to tip personally at group dinners because you never know the person that signs the check, what they're going to do with it.
Right.
I'll always throw down just a 5 or a 10 in front of my plate at a group dinner.
Yeah, that can be a real problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I found out the hard way.
I disagree. That person had an attitude problem. And, I know she got fired because of you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You got somebody fired? Wow.
No, that girl got herself fired.
Yeah. Let's look at it. Christy is opening up job opportunities in the city. Christy goes to a restaurant. All the servers get fired.
No, they don't. I tip well.
Yeah, Christy did nothing wrong.
Well,
that time.
All I got to say is if Tom's been to your restaurant, and you've made some new hires recently, you better tell these people who Tom is. And when he comes in, you better know what he orders, or there's going to be hell to pay.
So you go to restaurants, you don't even know what you order?
I'm not much of a menu reader.
I think what we've learned in the last conversation, we're all impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
and maybe have no business out in society.
Maybe.
we have a new story.
Helpful.
I don't know that.
We have a news story coming up. I forget. Did I print the one about menu anxiety?
Yep. I got it right here.
Menu anxiety.
Yeah, this is really interesting.
No, it's not. It's because everyone can order off a menu but you.
3 in 10 Americans have menu anxiety, apparently, when ordering food from a restaurant. The survey of 2,000 adults found younger generations were far more likely to have anxiety while ordering. 41% of Gen Z have menu anxiety, and among millennials 18 to 43 that have
That's quite of a spread. 20 to 50%.
Only 15% of Gen X and baby boomers report having menu anxiety. So it'd be opposite of what is written here.
Didn't she say
for him?
You said 18 to 41.
Was that the age?
18 to 43. 41%.
Oh.
15% Gen X baby boomers, 44 to 77.
You're right, Chick. That doesn't make
Older folks don't have menu anxiety, apparently.
Of course not.
I won't go to Greek restaurants.
Why?
Please tell me why.
Because they don't tell you how to pronounce that thing with this big stick.
Why don't you just do
Gyro?
Stick?
Is it gyro, gyro, whatever?
Well, if you're getting a big stick, it's not a gyro at all.
You say
You're talking about where the lamb meat is.
Yeah, it's lamb.
No, gyro. It's gyro.
Don't say gyro. Just order lamb. We've all decided on gyro. I don't know where you were.
Are they toying with me when I said like a gyro? They go, you mean a gyro?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, I don't. It's gyro.
Yeah. Also, you're very fun to mess with. Goofing with you is a good time. You get confused. You get scared.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun for everybody.
I built a very nice living out of it. So,
So
it's
you
pretty
skew
good.
these results because you have total menu anxiety.
Yeah, I ask a lot of. I just like to ask what's good and go from there.
No, this is our fault because you say things like wind cooker, and we understand that you mean air fryer. We've let you rely on us too much. When you go into the world, you think you can rely on people.
Yeah.
Read a menu. Order a sandwich that's on the menu.
Do you have menu anxiety at all, Willie?
Not at all.
You seem pretty confident.
I have the opposite. I go, look at all this food I can get. How exciting is this?
You know what I hate? I do get menu anxiety when the menu's on the board behind somebody.
Oh, I hate that.
Because you can't hardly read it, and it's small, and yes.
I hate more than anything.
What?
Having to use that square thing with all the goofy stuff on it.
Goofy stuff? What does he mean by goofy
Is it
stuff?
you mean a QR code?
The QR code. Can't stand that.
Willie, I'm sorry. I just did what you asked. You said we should stop doing.
With all that goofy stuff on it, and he thought we were going to understand what that means.
We did.
I thought you meant you had Bazooka Joe cartoons on there.
He does this all the time. He hardly participates in any conversations.
You know what I'm
anymore.
saying? Josh, you failed me.
He'll come up to you and he'll go, so I was at the car wash. Yeah, I was at the car wash. And it goes on for hours, and he's not said anything.
At least with the QR code, you can scan it. It's on your phone. You can read it. The boards behind people,
Yeah,
you
I
have to
hate that.
get right up on top, and then you got a line behind you, and
That gets a little stressful.
But I would like to do something here. I would like really nice restaurants to please put pictures of your food. It's driving me crazy now.
No, life isn't a diner.
No, because I was at this really nice place over the weekend, and I found myself going like this and then saying to the waitress, "What's that?"
Oh, God, what a hillbilly.
No, I think
What a hillbilly.
sometimes these
What
exotic
you got over there?
these exotic dishes. Show me a picture of it.
Sir, that's a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, what to you is an exotic dish?
Sir, that's our dishwasher. Don't point at him.
I'm just saying, it'd be a lot easier. I mean, there's a reason they do it. They do it at that Mexican place, Verde. Got nice pictures of the stuff. Oh, what's that thing? Okay, I don't know a tamale from a tortilla from a whatever Esperanto. I'd like a photograph of it so I know what I'm
Denny's
getting.
does that.
Good. That's a smart move. I'd like to see some of these higher end places start doing that.
You know what I've never done is picked a dessert off of a dessert tray. Have you guys ever done
I have.
where it's wheeled to your
I
table?
did it last
you go,
weekend.
Oh, I'll have that one.
Yes. I had the creme brulee
that
with
must be kind of a
berries on
That's
it.
why I like the cafeteria. Oh, look.
By the way,
Look at that.
Josh,
Those chicken livers look great. Hey, the Jello's red. Cool.
sometimes those are just display desserts. They bring the one out from the
Yeah.
back. You can't just grab it. They get
Right,
very
that
mad.
is true.
In Japan, they have all the food in plastic.
Yeah.
I did pick it, and then they brought another one out.
Sure.
Okay,
But I've
well,
still never done it.
We'll find out more about menu anxiety if you have it. And we have some sports coming up. Also in the news, board game news and platonic relationship news.
Okay.
Up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Rodney has his guitar out. That's a great sounding guitar. Do you have another tune for us?
Sure.
That you'd like to play? I'd love to hear some.
Let's see. What do you...
You want to do one of the classics? Do you want to do something?
There she goes. Bitching again. Saying things she's heard from all her friends. And it don't matter what I do or where the hell I've been. There she goes. Bitching again. I could make $1 million. I could put it in her purse. Buy her a big old mansion. Things would just get worse. I could lasso her the moon and throw it in with all her stuff. And she'd want to know where Neptune was, 'cause the moon ain't good enough. There she goes. Bitching again. Saying things she's heard from all her friends. And it don't matter what I do or where the hell I've been. There she goes. Bitching again. I could have painted the Sistine Chapel. I could have won a Nobel Prize. Built a great wall there in China, and there'd be nothing in her eyes. I could have wrote the whole dang Bible and read it to her twice. And she'd want to know why the yard ain't mowed and the fridge don't make no ice. There she goes. And she's bitching again, saying things she's heard from all her friends. And it don't matter what I do or where the hell I've been. Oh, here she comes and there she goes, bitching again. Boys, I know you couldn't laugh at that because she's sitting right there next to you. And she's bitching again.
That's great. Rodney Carrington. Hey, you dog owners like me, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. It's called Chew Works. Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a Hold a Chew, which is a very durable, chewable bone made of nylon polymer, and it also features a slot, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Yeah.
With the Hold a Chew, your big sweetie won't be able to swallow the treat till it's been slobbered down to a safer size. Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
My dog Leo took to it so quickly, he absolutely enjoyed the heck out of it.
Chew Works rolled chew sticks are made of 100% collagen.
Some folks love adding collagen to their coffee. It's great for dogs, too. The collagen rolled chew sticks are safer and healthier. Chew Works collagen rolls are rawhide-free, digestible, and provide joint support and provide for a healthy skin and coat.
And they're made with 100% beef hide collagen, and they're made right here in the USA with no chemicals or preservatives. Cows right out of the Midwest.
Check out chewworks.com today, and your dogs are going to love you for it.
It's for the chewing enthusiast in your life. Chewworks.com.
hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women's team as Gretchen Kleinendorfer.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for this medal.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Sound like Paul Hum at the end.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
There was this bass player, and he was sitting in a bar just getting really, really drunk. He was mad at the world.
Yeah.
He had been fired from his latest job, mad at everyone, just angry, drinking. So he leaves the bar. He's very, very drunk. He's walking down the street. And across the street is a nun walking the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, bass player runs across the street, knocks her down, and just starts kicking her and hitting her and going crazy.
A drunk bass player.
A drunk bass player. And he looks down and says, "You're not so tough now, are you, Batman?"
This is why we get mail. That's it for our show. Based on.
And Jesus said, "Take this bread and eat it. It is my body." And the disciples said, "Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting."
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Special edition of this show coming to you live from Dayton, Ohio, this Friday morning. Looking forward to that. We'll have some special guests, including Roy Wood Jr.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's something cool about the Northern Lights.
Sure did.
Have you seen this? They're gonna
17 spots on Thursday. We'll be able to see the Northern Lights apparently in North America. So 17 states are involved. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, depending on the
Right. The cloud cover and a lot of other things. But
Montana, Vermont, Wisconsin, Idaho, Wyoming, Nebraska, Maryland,
Indiana.
Indiana. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
We'll see. You've never seen the Northern Lights?
No, I haven't.
But I want to.
I want to see him up in Alaska, though. I don't want the cheap ass.
You need to go to Iceland,
48.
Greenland, wherever it is.
So wait a minute now. This incredible phenomenon of nature, it's only going to be valid for you if you're in Alaska.
It doesn't count down
Well,
there.
there's too much you have to worry about to see them down here.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
What do you mean? I think the only time they've been visible here decently is like 91 or something. I saw that a couple days ago.
Wow.
Because of all this kind of cloud cover and junk, and people say this every time, and nothing happens.
I used to think that it was
It's a real belly flop, Tom.
They used to say that. Oh, that's the. I remember seeing them in northern Michigan. They'd go,
of course,
yeah, that's the reflection of off the ice caps. Apparently, it's not. I guess it's some kind of solar wind and ions flowing from the sun's surface.
Was there a guy who's trying to?
Borealis.
Was there a guy trying to take you back to his tent?
Yeah, no joke.
That's what that sounds like. Hey, baby, you know those that beautiful color in the sky there from the ice caps.
Come on, have a drink.
Was there a guy?
Why don't you come back here? Come back to my tent.
Sorry,
we'll talk about it.
Sorry, I brought it up.
I've got a book if you want to see pictures.
Yeah, I got
coming up, we're going to be joined by actor Drew Powell, and right now are we going to touch on some sports this morning?
Willie has the headlines, actually.
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama's first and likely last summer league is over. The San Antonio Spurs have seen all they needed from the #1 pick in this year's draft and won't play him during the remaining games in Vegas. Wembanyama's final numbers from 2 games, 36 points, 20 rebounds, 8 blocks, 3 assists, 41% shooting from the floor. He played 54 minutes, shutting him down from games starts what will be a needed break for the 19-year-old from France whose last professional season in his homeland nearly started a year ago. So he's been busy.
But I think a lot of people will be disappointed. They want to watch him.
I think that people are worried that he won't play. He's got to play at least 64 games in the regular season to qualify for Rookie of the Year. So I think they want to make sure he's healthy for the regular season.
Okay. All-Star game tonight?
What you're talking about is a big sticking point in the NBA right now. It's called load management. How often do the All-Stars, the really big names, play every night in the NBA? And there's a big difference of opinion in that.
You know, if you're buying a ticket, you know, if some big star is coming to town and you buy the ticket to see him and then they end up not playing him, it's kind of a ripoff. I mean, it's supposed to be a show.
Yeah. Makes you wonder why China didn't want them to play that night.
I forgot about the conspiracy. Oh, okay.
Or real-life facts.
Oh, okay.
But tomato.
We got the call. Take him out.
I'm sorry. What else is going on?
Home run derby last night, Wilbur?
Yeah, here we go. Toronto's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. joined Vladimir Sr. to become the first father-son duo to win the All-Star Home Run Derby, beating Tampa's Ray Arazarena. Nailed it. 25-23 in the final round.
That's awesome.
Guerrero defeated Julio Rodriguez 21-20 in the semifinals after the Mariners star hit a 41 in the first round in front of his hometown fans.
That's ridiculous.
Batting against Blue Jays manager John Schneider, so it was an inside job. Guerrero was the last of 4 semifinalists to swing and the first of the finalists, setting a final round record for homers to top Pete Alonso's 23 2 years ago. Vladimir Sr. won the 2007 Derby.
I think John Schneider played Luke Duke. Isn't that right? Yeah. That's right. And then your Tom Wopat
yes.
played Bo Duke.
Schneider still shows up.
Or is it the other way
Tom
around?
Wopat was in here a few years ago.
He was? I don't
Very
remember
nice
that.
guy.
No kidding.
How do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember what a restaurant serves for food, but you know what Tom Wopat was here.
What was he pushing?
He was. He had some album.
No kidding.
But he couldn't have been nicer.
Well, I'm glad to hear.
Very nice guy.
Did he tip, you think?
I bet you he's like 20% plus a 5.
We had some guy who used to pick up your garbage cans, Tom, who emailed me and said, you even tipped that guy.
Picked up the garbage
Tom
cans?
is a really nice guy, it says. He even tipped us.
Well, you know.
What a lunatic.
People are working. I used to work at a
Did you leave the money
restaurant.
on the top of the bin? Or?
And I'll tell you one of the interesting things about restaurants. In some states, in some states, the servers cannot, don't have to share tips with the staff that's doing all the work. So, I mean, you know, if you're back there cooking.
Well, how are you going to get money to the cook? Do you walk back into the kitchen and tip the chef?
Well, you know, sometimes if there's a place I go a lot, I'll bring in a case of booze or something.
That's nice. That's just a nice gesture, yeah.
And by the way, I'd like to say, as a general rule, a lot of men and women that cook are very happy to receive alcohol.
It's got to be high stress.
Yeah, if you've watched
Bear, you know
it's a stressful job.
No, I forgot the whole effing world is watching
tipping the
Bear.
trash guys?
You know, Josh, you really should watch Bear. It's
apparently.
quite the series, yeah.
It's the Ted Lasso of the now, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
What are you now? You're now opposed to watching shows that people like?
Kinda. I'd say it's not a quality I'm proud of. But yeah, I hear 12 people, have you seen The Bear? I like this episode. Well, that one was magnificent. I'm out just because you're all not shutting up about it.
So, in other words, commonality is something you oppose.
You know what? You've really become more me than me. I like this very much.
But you did go see the Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, I enjoy those. Yeah, very much.
Okay.
And it was good to see one of my heroes back on the screen.
Well, who's that? Or is that the surprise?
Henry Jones Jr., Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford?
Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Oh. We named the dog Indiana.
I see. We'll move forward here.
All right.
Do we have any more sports over there?
Barely. How about that? There's some records I think Chick has, but there's one sports story. It's not really a story, though. Let's just move on.
All right. An Australian surfer is recovering after his nose was impaled by a fish.
Oh, no.
According to 9 News in Australia, we'll leave the shrimp on the barbie for you. Stephen Kazak was surfing in Indonesia when a garfish launched out of the water. The fish's beak broke off and wedged in the cartilage of Kazak's nose. Cartilage. The surfer initially thought the impact was from one of the friends throwing seaweed at him. It was not until his surf coach came up to him and told him there was a fish in his face.
It's literally piercing his nose.
A fellow surfer also happens to be a doctor, set up a makeshift surgery back on dry land. Within 45 minutes, he removed the fish beak, and he stitched up Mr. Kazac's face.
So he's a surfing unicorn.
Yeah, it's right through. Ugh. It looks like a lawn dart in his face. Yeah, an unexpected, I guess, better than a shark.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'd rather have the nose piercing than, like my hand bitten off. Remember the one we had last week where the idiot jumped in the water and started feeding the sharks by hand?
Yes.
And what was it, 150 stitches or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, again, you deserved it, sir.
I just feel bad for this guy. Now that his nose is pierced, he has to, by law, work at Starbucks for 3 months.
There it is.
Hey, if you guys can see Willie hatefully clapping at me.
Oh, no. I had a barista joke in the chamber. I'm going, no. I was trying to have fun. My bad.
What are the odds if a person has a nose piercing that they have a tattoo?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I love this, Jeremy.
I had a piercing
What is your speculation?
Much more likely.
Okay.
Yeah, any body mod might lead to more body mod.
You had a nose ring?
I did not have a nose piercing. I had a cartilage piercing. Remember that, guys?
Yep.
When I
remember talking
when I first
about
came
it.
in, it was...
Yeah, you should hip yourself up, though. You like a couple of huge hoop rings. You can pull that off.
Would you say that you've gotten older in your outlook on life since you started working here? I mean,
I've matured.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
In certain ways, yes. Yeah.
I want you to come in with a purple eyebrow ring so bad. Just a big purple. It's still kind of swollen from the piercing. Hey, guys, check this out.
Is there a code anymore?
I don't think so. Like the left ear would be, it meant you're gay.
Right is wrong.
Yeah, it used to be some kind of a...
It was.
I mean, that's what they would say.
I know, but that expression.
I know. It is totally laughable, of course.
But there was just a thing, you're not going to believe me when I tell you this, in the Wall Street Journal last week about wearing your keys, clipping your keys to your belt.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like that idea because...
Then you wouldn't lose your keys?
Well, these key fob things are so big now. And
Tom, it's great. When I worked in, when I was in the movie theater business, that's right, Jake, I was in cinematics.
He was in the movie theater, business.
I always did that because I was always taking my
But this has become kind of a fashion thing.
Spielberg always said that Josh has the final cut. That's what he's always said.
But the point, again, clipping your keys to your belt, but it started as a lesbian thing. In lesbian culture, that was a big thing, and it's now evolved.
According to this article?
According to the Wall Street Journal.
Janitors used to do that.
Well, apparently it was some kind of code in the world of gay women. That's
interesting.
That's what the article said.
Back when, unfortunately, folks couldn't go, hey, you know what, I'm a lesbian.
I would love to find out what the article actually said.
Well, I read it to you in a matter of moments. I can get it on my screen. I subscribe to the Wall Street Journal.
Well, look at you, hoity-toity.
That's right. I'm sorry. Forgive me for reading.
Why would you find that interesting to read? Just because you could get your own hackles up? This will make me upset.
No, I'm just wondering, is there currently a code if you have a nose ring, if it's on this nostril?
I think part of the reason it's a code so you don't know what it is.
Right.
Well, yes, if there are codes, but I think we've thankfully progressed to a place where we don't have to have codes anymore. We can go, I am a gay man.
Right.
Or I am a gay woman.
Yeah, by the way, if you see a woman with keys on her belt line, don't say, by the way, I'm an ally, miss. Good to see you.
yeah, there's a chance.
That sounds exactly what he would say.
By the way, big fan of the Indigo Girls, too. Okay. My son drives a Subaru. Good to see you. All right.
Don't do that.
You hear that? I really connected.
She's like, what? I run a storage unit. I'm not gay.
But oddly enough, my gay daughter drives a Jeep, so I've got to tell her to switch to the Subaru? Is that what's happening? Wow, it's very confusing.
Sam drives a Subaru?
Yeah.
Sam's your gay daughter?
Well, that's the weird thing. He swapped his... Wait a minute. No, I'm forgetting what happened. I forget who's who anymore. Right now, I want to talk about Josh's place. Josh has got a nice house over there.
Yes, he does.
Were you smelling my house just now? Or did you just have a sniff at that time? Josh has got a nice house.
Yeah, very good. And tell me about home maintenance, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, Angie has made it super easy to connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. They're better than ever. If you own a home, you know how much work it can take. Whether it's everyday maintenance and repairs or making dream projects a reality, it can be hard just to know where to even start. Not anymore. Not when you Angie that. You find a skilled local pro who will deliver the quality and expertise you need on the Angie app or online. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. They've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process. Bring them your project. Go to the website. Go to the app. Answer a few questions. Angie will handle the rest from start to finish. Or Angie will help you compare quotes from multiple pros and connect with them instantly so you can find out how much that dream project may cost, what it'll entail, but you know you'll find somebody who's perfect for your project. That means you can take care of just about any project in only a few taps on the app or online. When it comes to getting the most of your home, you can do this when you Angie that. Josh, you've said online a lot. What's the website? Well, the patience, I'm getting to it. First, I want to tell you about the free Angie mobile app. And now here you are. ANGI.com. That's the website you want to visit. Angie.com. Angie that. You'll get your project done well.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to be joined by Drew Powell, actor. Coming up in the news, something called green hairy tongue.
Oh, no.
It's a thing. And all I can say is, yikes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Bike.
Okay. I actually wrote a song for you guys.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did. You guys did a story last week, and I was listening to it on the plane ride on the way out. I'm a VIP member. Just want you to know that.
Okay.
'Cause I'm in LA. And so I was listening to the show, and you guys did a story that just knocked me out. And where most people see tragedy, of course, I hear a song. And so I thought it would be nice for my debut here on the Bob and Tom Show. Do a little tribute to you guys here.
Okay.
My wife was feeling frisky. We'd been drinking whiskey. That's when she said the magic words, "Baby, what you want?" So I grabbed a roll of duct tape and a toy out of her nightstand, and I hooked it to the end of my reciprocating saw. Right next to her dresser, I cranked up the air compressor, standing in my birthday suit with my safety goggles on. I can't describe the beauty or how fast it shook her booty with an attachment you won't find in the Sawzall catalog. When the firemen arrived, they just couldn't believe their eyes. She cursed my name and shot me a look so fierce. I said, "Honey, on the bright side, you always wanted your lip pierced." They applied the pressure and they tried to stop the blood while I explained to the cops about our reciprocated love. Someday we'll look back and laugh. Damn near cut my wife in half. I am no magician, David Copperfield, I ain't. But she is my sweet baby. She is one tough lady. Not every girl could handle 40 stitches in her tank. The doctors say that she'll be fine. She'll be back up on all fours in no time. I feel so bad that she could have been killed. I should have stuck to basics, my trusty craftsman drill. I get down on my knees and thank heaven up above. She will live to tell our grandkids about our reciprocated love.
Wow. Brian Hayner. All right. That's Brian Hayner.
It goes up like Tinder.
I point this out because I care.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Dan Cummins is here with us. Now, did your kids all go through the question, why?
Oh,
why?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he never, for a year, it's been a nonstop barrage of questions. And it's a question and it's the opposite. Why are we going to the park? Well, because it'd be fun to go to the park.
No. You know why? You know your answer? Because
I said so.
I found myself saying that. I'm like, I'm not going to say that. And now I'm because Daddy said so. That's why we're going there. And they're the worst know-it-alls because their knowledge base is almost zero.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know anything. And he
Right.
questions everything. I'll be reading him everything's a challenge. Just and then the jaguar walked through the forest. That's a tiger. No, it says jaguar.
Nope, it's a tiger.
Yeah, they're like, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, let's play a little game. Raise your hand if you have a degree. Oh, this is embarrassing. I graduated on the dean's list. You can't wipe your own butt. That's a jaguar. This is a winner. Next story.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
way.
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of illegal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hey.
And there's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom with our special guest from Hollywood.
Look at that. Look at that. The handsome factor in this room just went way up.
Hi.
No, I was referring to Ace.
Ace.
He's actor Drew Powell. Drew, I have to defend myself here. We've been talking about various aspects of things, and are you as an actor, you've got to probably not have a lot of tattoos and piercings, and do you have any tattoos?
I have 0 tattoos. 0. I pierced my ear one time in Cincinnati on a boys' trip after freshman year. That was a terrible idea. That was a terrible. I had a gold stud for until it healed, and then I took it out because it was absolutely ridiculous. Did it at a Claire's in the mall somewhere. We went to go watch Boys to Men and somebody else at Riverfront Stadium.
Wow.
It was a weekend.
So far, I've introduced an actor, Boys to Men, and 1 earring.
But I'm in the minority. I have to say. I mean, that hasn't stopped a lot of my cohorts from tatting up.
Yeah.
Now, but when you do that, do they have to cover them up with makeup?
My wife was a makeup artist, and she spent a lot of time. And that's the funny part is, she would have to cover up tattoos and then draw in other ones because they're copyrighted, many of them. So you can't just have a tattoo necessarily unless you get clearance. So she had times where she would be covering up tattoos here and then drawing in other ones that they could use. Yeah, I know.
So if you have a tattoo, they have to pixelate it out if you're on a news show?
Well, I don't know about that, but certainly if in a scripted situation, unless they can get permission, I suppose. But
I was asking if there was any codes out there with respect to jewelry or anything like that. And I mentioned this article I had read about that it's apparently become a big fashion thing now to have your keys hanging from your belt loop.
And what do you think of when you see that?
A janitor.
Janitor. Thank you.
Well, I've always dressed like a janitor. Why stop now?
Right.
But this is an article from the Wall Street Journal. It says it reads, as confidence is why flaunting your keys is a hot menswear trend.
Oh, Lord.
And I mentioned that this started apparently in the lesbian community, and that's what it says here. It says it can be traced back to 1950s bikers who strapped wallets to chains. And since the 1970s, members of the lesbian community have clipped key rings and carabiners to belt loops to subtly telegraph their preferences.
Who knew? I wasn't aware of
I
that.
had no idea.
That's the whole thing about a code. You don't know until you know the code.
In retrospect, when I think about any female I had seen with the keys on the belt, that makes sense now.
But it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I'm just saying. But now apparently this is a men's fashion trend.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to pick up on it.
Oh, that's perfect for you.
I mean, do you have
How
the issue?
many
Do you have a
keys
big?
do you
Yeah.
have?
Do you have a big key
Well, that's the
wad?
problem. These key fobs are so big. You know, they're.
What? You don't have.
Well, this thing.
We don't-
It's annoying having this in my pocket.
What?
This big.
Oh, that's your remote for
You
your
mean
car?
your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like carrying that thing around in my pocket.
You would really like, you just get a little clip, you put it on your belt, you'll love it, man. You'll like having your keys out.
And I might get mistaken for like a lesbian.
That would be...
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Well, I'm awfully flat-chested. No ass.
I don't know. Pictures of you in the 80s, I see it. I get it. That sort of light blonde hair going back. You kind of had that look back then.
You know, there's no way saying that you can actually do this, Tom, but cars coming out now, you can program your iPhone to unlock your car.
Yeah,
for you.
they
You don't have to carry it.
I may have to get a new car then.
You don't have to carry it.
Is that how your car works?
Yeah.
How do you valet park it then?
There's a key inside, but there is a valet setting you can put it in. So
You have to give them your phone?
No.
That'd be...
No, oddly enough, they thought about something that you thought you did and would have to tell them about. No, that's not the case.
You're going to give a 19-year-old your phone, aren't you? You're going to valet your car with your phone and go, here you go, Eric. Take care of this.
If I get any calls, I'll be in.
Now, how old is your son?
He's 12.
Now, what is your philosophy on your iPhone? If you go to a restaurant, do you hand him your phone?
No. Well, now he's old enough to have his own phone.
Right.
But
At 12?
yeah.
He has his own phone?
Yeah, no social media or anything, but he has a phone, and it's almost exclusively to watch to look at the ESPN app, and then maybe a video game or two. But
Is there anything on your phone that he might find disturbing?
Your phone number.
Yeah.
If you think I gave Powell my phone number, you're mistaken. He calls Jessica.
Yeah, exactly.
Forwards it to me.
It's so weird. But every time I call him, there's some lesbian answers the phone. I don't know. But no, yeah. It's a dicey one because especially being in this business, I'm on this way more than I want to be, and now there's a whole new social media app, this Threads thing going on. So
are you on that yet?
I am. Yeah, only because they made it so easy. I mean, it's
Everybody,
2 clicks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram, boom,
Brilliant.
you're there.
Yeah. But it's a scourge. I'm going to keep him off social media as long as I possibly can. I'm thinking like 25, 30 years old.
All right. Well, it's time for us to move forward. Do we have any more sports?
Well, we've got this, I guess. This is from the Tom Griswold Institute. A group of oldsters have broken the Guinness World Record. Oh, Jiminy, I didn't realize it was one of these.
Oldsters.
Guinness World Record.
Let me just
for the
defend
longest.
myself. It had senior citizens.
Yeah.
And I hate that phrase.
I can tell.
Just say people over 43.
I know. It's senior citizens.
The longest running.
But you think oldster sounds better than senior citizen?
I put older. What did I put? Old folks?
Old folks.
Yeah, senior citizens sounds like.
Only because Little Feet. Little Feet write Old Folks Boogie or who?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like some
I
song.
love that song.
Yeah, that's why you use
No,
Old Folks.
senior citizens sounds like there's some kind of militia. Well, the Senior Citizens Brigade is marching today, and they're old people. It's a sweet story.
Sadler Elementary School's kindergarten class of 1938 earned the record after reuniting for 83 consecutive years.
Isn't that a great story?
Who in the hell do you know?
They all were.
Kindergarten?
I mean, did they all?
They
those that
all
are
were there?
left.
Oh, okay.
So
Sadler.
every year that kindergarten class got together.
For the last 83 years, the kindergarten class has had a reunion. How great is that? That's
pretty
But
cool.
it doesn't say how many people participated in the reunion.
or down to 2.
Sadler graduate Porter Davis, hey Porter, said there's a group of 8 that have kept in touch over the years and attend most of the reunions.
Oh, well.
8.
Well,
That sounds like a friend group.
Hang on. Let's see. Ready? There's a group of 8 that have kept in touch over the years and attend most of the reunions.
Yeah, so not all of them.
Keep going. This is a fun story. You're just ruining it.
Then there are
You got our guest helping to ruin it now.
Then there are others that get the bug for socializing and start to attend. The most memorable reunion June 29th, 2021, when the classmates were celebrating 88th birthdays along with the 83rd reunion at Ollie's Waffle Shop, Ole's Waffle Shop. And they're all looking forward to the 84th reunion.
Well, I'm sure they look forward to the next morning.
Yeah.
Every day's a victory.
There's still the guy in his 90s that eats paste. Hey, remember when Mondor used to eat paste? What a loser. Isn't that a happy story?
Yeah, I bet they have a nice time.
Okay, let's do the math. So it's 84 years. How old are these people? They're
in their 90s.
Yeah, 5 years.
For the most part.
6 years old.
If they were 5 in kindergarten, yeah, they're all hitting 90.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Porter said the group is now in their 90s, and one classmate has passed away while 2 others are ill. One? That's it?
That's it?
Well, of that 8.
Of the 8?
Sounds like. Mm-hmm. The other 67.
What a mess this is. What
We're doing a dissertation on this.
So we're illiterate.
I thought it was a fun story.
Not only are we stupid, but you think you can lie to us. This is not even a...
it doesn't make...
It's a Guinness World Record.
No, it shouldn't be. Not everybody attended.
What exactly is the exactly? That's a pretty loose record.
It's a group of friends meets casually almost every year. Is that the record?
83 years.
Here's your plaque.
For almost 83 years.
Drew Powell. Where'd you go to elementary school?
I went to Central Elementary School in Lebanon, Indiana.
Okay, you know the fight song?
We didn't have one, but I did recently find a picture of our 5th grade basketball team with the shortest shorts and the most generic tank tops you've ever seen. I'm going to pull that up for you because it is gold, baby.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Central Stars.
Would it be fun to have an elementary school reunion? Well, I'd go to that.
Sure. I mean, I actually kind of had one. I went and played golf with my buddy the other day, and there was a whole bunch of people that were at Central with me all together.
Wow.
And we were at a country club in the town, and they were having the 50th high school reunion there. So the class of 73. Is that the right math?
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'd be much more interested in an elementary school reunion because I have no idea where those people are. You know, what the hell's Marlene Klein doing? I hope she looks as hot as she did in 6th grade.
I'm sure she
Weird age to pick. Weird age to pick.
Yeah.
6th grade.
Holly Williams.
You haven't seen pictures.
Holly Williams is an absolute knockout.
Marlene and Marlon Perkins. Same guy.
Same guy.
You can't tell them apart.
So you didn't stay friends with all those... with the girls when you went to guys' high school?
No, I don't know where anyone from my... The only one.
Oh, that makes it a little more because
the only funny one, and I won't give her full name. This is a true story. I had to have a medical procedure when I was in my early 20s.
Oh God!
Involving my urinary tract.
Oh, that's in your wiener.
Yeah, and they had to put a camera in there on a tube. And
back then it was Polaroid. That must have been rough.
Yeah, well, now it was Polaroid. The thing was the size of a fire hose. You know, now they've got them there smaller than a straw. But back in those days, yeah, they were kind of clunky. And I walked out. I was rolled into the operating theater, and it was in fact a theater. It had the big screen TVs and those stands and everything at a major medical facility. And the doctor, as I'm in there, he goes, "Hey, would you mind if I brought in a medical school class?" And of course, I'm not going to say no. So he brings in the medical school class, and one of the soon-to-be physicians was Ann from my elementary school.
Oh,
that was a weird thing to say. You know, hey, hi, Ann. I haven't seen you in many years. This is my penis. As you can see, it's the size of a thimble because of the
hasn't changed.
Yeah, but that's the only person from my.
See, when I went to school, I went to high school with a bunch of people I went to elementary school with. Everybody just kind of matriculated, if you will.
Only 2. One of them is a distinguished college professor at the University of Illinois. But I haven't talked to him.
Did you guys? We got this a sex talk in 5th grade. Did you guys get that?
Oh yeah.
With Miss Custer.
Sure. The gym teacher took me into the shower. So wait, what are you talking about?
5th grade.
Wait a minute.
Wow. You got a private one? How lucky.
Mine was by Mr. Fisher, who had a shock of white hair, those dark frame glasses, like the Buddy Holly glasses, like just a couple of mountains of dandruff on either shoulder. And this was the entirety of the sex talk. Boys, pretty soon you're going to get hair in places you never thought you'd have hair. All right, anyway, who's doing the film strip?
Think about it from his perspective. That's between that and the people who teach kids to drive, Nobel Prizes around them.
Yeah.
And it's usually the same guy, by the way.
It is. 100% it is. Absolutely.
Yeah, drivers.
God bless them.
God bless the people helping our youngsters learn to drive. Thank you very much. Coming up in sports,
David Rush.
Again?
Another world record. Yeah.
This is a really dumb one.
Tom's World. We're just paying rent. We'll be right back.
We got a medical story. This is a legit thing. It's called the green hairy tongue. It's so disgusting. And we have that coming up in the news. Drew Powell's hanging out with us, and you can find him on
Instagram at Real Drew Powell.
And on Threads.
Threads. Yes, of course.
Now,
and I'm going to post this picture of my 5th grade basketball team.
Are you also on Real Drew Powell on Threads?
Yep, same.
Okay,
yep.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Are you on Threads yet, Willie?
Yeah, same thing as Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah, me too. Instagram.
Okay.
So is Chick, right?
Mr. Chick?
Yep.
Chick.
I haven't been on Instagram in like 3 weeks, so I don't. I haven't.
You haven't threaded up yet?
I don't think I'm going to either. So.
Really?
I think I'm out.
This is part of your protest against things that people like?
He's out.
I'm out for other reasons. But,
Okay, good. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
I have a bean for lunch and then a bean for dinner.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
People say I got a bad break. Hey, man, what's going on? Yeah, this is so cool, man. I can't believe it.
All right.
I love the Bob and Tom Show because they represent America, the Constitution of the United States, and I live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, so anyway, I was asking, somebody told me that you are a mayor in Hillsboro, Ohio. That's got to be really interesting. Tell me about it.
Hey, Mr. Potter. Hi, Building and Loan.
Oh, gosh, Yogi, I'm all sticky. Hello, this is Droopy Dog. Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I am your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, you dog owners like me, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. It's called Chew Works. Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a Hold a Chew, which is a very durable, chewable bone made of nylon polymer, and it also features a slot, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Yeah.
With the Hold a Chew, your big sweetie won't be able to swallow the treat till it's been slobbered down to a safer size. Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
My dog Leo took to it so quickly, he absolutely enjoyed the heck out of it.
Chew Works rolled chew sticks are made of 100% collagen.
Some folks love adding collagen to their coffee. It's great for dogs, too. The collagen rolled chew sticks are safer and healthier. Chew Works collagen rolls are rawhide-free, digestible, and provide joint support and provide for a healthy skin and coat.
And they're made with 100% beef hide collagen, and they're made right here in the USA with no chemicals or preservatives. Cows right out of the Midwest.
Check out chewworks.com today, and your dogs are going to love you for it.
It's for the chewing enthusiast in your life. Chewworks.com.
But I was just talking about things that are disappearing, like the sound of a typewriter is going away. I get it. I mean, I understand all this stuff, but like that little ding when you pull in the gas station, if you're under a certain age, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Right.
How true. Just things.
Remember when they used to give you all kinds of things when you got gasoline, like glasses?
That's what Bill was talking about, yeah.
Incredible stuff.
Even albums and stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you went to school at a certain age, you wouldn't remember what albums were or certain things. I mean, I saw a list of those things the other day with people that have.
They're all disappearing.
Yeah.
Customer service
Yeah,
Totally gone.
exactly.
You know, I love customer service now is everybody can understand, but nobody can help you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I understand, sir. Yes, I know. There's nothing we can do. That's just how. I was on a plane and they had the intercom turned all the way up to like 10, and it's right above me, like blowing out my eardrum.
Yep. Yeah.
So I asked the stewardess, I go, is there any way you can turn it down? She's like, no, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. It's like, really? They installed an intercom at 10 without a volume?
There's no volume.
They're going to listen to it, and they're going to deal with it. That's how we're doing it on this airline.
Yeah.
right.
And I hate flying. I hate flying like Nigerians hate spam filters. You know what I'm saying?
There's a...
More money now. And they know that you're.
They know I'm.
I see. Okay, good.
I'm so doing that, telling them I'm next cop.
You don't ever say you know a cop either.
Oh, really?
Because then the automatic response is, yeah, I know him. I hate him.
Well, they must know the same cop we know.
Wow. That's sad. That's the automatic response.
Oh, really?
That's the worst thing you can say. But, I got a friend that's a police officer.
So I have a free pass.
Yeah.
Right?
You can pull me over.
I'm assuming I can go on with my life.
Hey, I give it the police fund. Does that help if I have the bumper sticker in the car?
No.
That's the first thing they look for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every drug dealer in the world has one of those.
Boy, you're a chump. You just paid for our last keg party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Well, internet porn.
Well, there's
photography.
You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately, I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
really, did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Bob and Tom, you can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Present.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold's here. We'll get back to him in a second. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with our special guest.
There's a smell in the room.
Boy,
It is not our guest Drew Powell, which might have been your first guess.
And it is a pleasant smell.
It is, but it's pervasive.
Yeah.
And
so much of it.
Both in my throat.
Yes,
it is. We have a thing for guests. I don't know if you've ever read it, Drew, but we don't know. We ask our guests not to wear perfume or cologne. Both Josh and I find them offensive.
The problem is when somebody does, we don't kick them out. We need to start kicking them out.
Okay.
So
that's it.
Bye, Willie.
Bye, Willie.
Yes. I didn't put on perfume. My hair I didn't wash my hair this morning. I usually have a dry shampoo spray, and I'll hit it, and it makes it look less greasy. I hit it, and then I checked my phone camera, the mirror, to see, and it looks a little more greasy. So I hit it again, and then I go, what's wrong with this? And I walked to the hallway to go put it on in the bathroom properly, and I realized I wasn't using dry shampoo. I was using deodorant. It looks exactly the same. So it made it greasier and greasier and smellier and smellier. And I got the Patino pullback going on now.
Does this sound exactly like something I would do if I had it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
This is right up my alley.
Genetics, baby.
This is
Sorry,
Griswoldian,
Willie.
Yeah.
It's fine. And I'm glad you don't have hair. The ozone would be gone if you had hair. You'd probably spray it with that computer thing, the keyboard remover thing.
I'm so sorry. It is odiferous, to say the least.
Yeah, and again, not unpleasant,
But,
just
there's
too
so much of it.
Yeah.
It's a fresh and clean scent. It's not a perfume. It's a casual
You
scent.
use a spray deodorant like a pretty lady?
I have one at the office. I usually use I use an antiperspirant, not a deodorant. I'm allergic to the aluminum whatever.
Oh, I
stuff,
gotcha.
And when I put that on, I just spit the sweat out. It gets really gross.
Let's just go around the horn. Ace Cosby, deodorant or antiperspirant or nothing?
Antiperspirant.
I say, what one do you use?
Right now, Degree.
Degree. Okay. Is that because it was on sale and you had a coupon?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
there you go.
Chick McGee?
Antiperspirant, the gel, the wipe-on. I like that. I enjoy that very much.
Gillette?
No, the dry gel. No, it's Mitchum.
Mitchum.
Oh, classic. That's a classic.
That is, What do you
that used to be my go-to. Now my wife's got me using this natural charcoal.
like
That
just
doesn't work.
from the bag?
It does work, actually. That's the weird part.
You just reach into the...
Yeah. I go to the barbecue. It's better if it's been used, particularly with barbecue sauce on it. It's amazing.
Charcoal.
My dog loves it.
Does it keep
What
you
does it
from
smell like?
sweating?
No, it smells very natural. Like the one we have is there's a lavender one, which is a little too femme for me.
But lavender does smell good.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And we should explain,
on my lady.
for those that haven't seen you, you were once cast as Haas Cartwright.
Yep.
You have a very you could play an aging NFL lineman, for example.
I could do it at the aging part.
Yeah, you hear
thanks.
that?
Well, I mean, if you were in the NFL right now, you're
True. I will say,
knees would be shot.
the football shows that I've done, just the football shows have hurt my body in lasting ways. I can't imagine doing it in the NFL.
But you're kind of hyper masculine. You could get away with wearing.
Thank you. But that's
something.
we were talking about like elementary school and high school. Like that was the one thing that was funny is that I looked to the part. Even in college, I looked like a football player, and I was lured to a fraternity that was full of football players because they're like, the highest GPA in the incoming freshman gets $5,000 scholarship. Wink, wink. and I bought it. I was like, okay,
wow,
you're going to pay me $5,000 to come to this fraternity? Sold, because I looked the part. But I didn't play football. I just
did you win the money?
I got there on the first day, and I looked around at this group of nice but completely full of idiots, and I'm like, no way. So I said, I'm sorry, I got to go. And guess what? That same year, they got kicked off of campus.
So you made a bad move, missed a pretty good party.
Yeah, that's true.
Did the football coach ever try to recruit you and you were like, sorry, I'm busy, and Joseph in the Technicolor dream coats? I'm Joseph.
I know, you might want to come see it. It's on Friday night, matinees on Saturday, Sunday. And this is a true story. In 5th grade at Central Elementary, to go back to that, they recruited me heavily because I was always a big kid, and they were like, yeah, you come play Pop Warner or whatever it was. And my mom, this is God's honest truth, in the early 90s was like, I'm worried about concussions. And everybody thought she was crazy, including me. I'm like, Mom, you're ruining my life. And guess what? She was right about those concussions. Because then I was cast in the movie.
I'm sorry, I missed part of the story. What was she hitting you with?
A baseball bat.
Okay.
She was a fan of baseball.
That was a joke.
That's the only way I can get through to it.
I apologize, Mrs. Powell. I was kidding. And very, 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 very mean.
But I love football, and so I much prefer playing it on TV than I don't like pain. And all of my friends that played football are all still in pain.
Yeah. Christy Lee, deodorant?
Yes, I use the Lady Mitchum, actually.
Lady.
Mrs. Mitchum.
She's a handsome woman.
Josh?
Why is that?
But it is funny.
It really makes me. Mitchum and Mrs. Mitchum. What the hell?
Yeah, I use deodorant.
What kind?
I guess it's not the gel that comes out of like the pores of the deodorant stick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I love that one.
No, oh, I don't care for those. It's just a gel stick.
Oh.
Axe.
Axe.
Yeah.
Feminine.
I don't like the gel. I have to have the dry.
I don't understand people's objection. I guess, it's what you like. But other than that, I enjoy the gel very much.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with people who use it. It's
I don't
just
think
not
we
for
get a
me.
chance to really sample it in life.
Gel?
No, you don't get a place where you can go, hey, look, I'd like to try 40 of these deodorants.
But you can at the perfume counter, so why can't you do that?
Why isn't there a place where, bring your armpits by and...
You can add like another 4 hours to your busy day. I was trying on deodorant.
And then you'd have like a palate cleanser, like a lady with a washcloth where it cleans up your armpits.
Yes.
And then you have your soulmate. I'd have Kelly come with me. Okay, take a whiff of this one.
And they charge you $30 for an hour session to find out what deodorant's perfect for you.
This is like finding
ridiculous.
No, it's not. When you get to try every kinds of cola or wine.
I'm into it. And you have the ladies standing there in front of the counters with the stick. Excuse me, sir? Would you like a little on your wrist?
How do you know what you like?
You smell a bit like an autumn. Why don't we try Mrs. Mitchell?
She's called Mitchell.
Is there a place for really rich guys where they get their own deodorant made?
Oh, geez, they can.
Their own scent.
Their own scent. And
perfume for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know about.
They do that for perfume.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. You can. They can. There's when I was in New York, there's a whole
Because there are rich guys that they don't know what to do with their money. So I think, hey, by the way, if you heard you can get your own deodorant, and you'll smell just like you and no one else.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I have a cologne that I found in New York, and it was really hard to get, and it was really hard to get it when I lost it. But it's like a signature scent, and people are always like, "Oh yeah."
I would never figure you. I would figure your signature scent would be,
transmissions.
I was going to say pizza.
Yep, that too.
Yikes.
Something insulting.
Accurate.
No,
accurate. No, accurate.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Polly. I'm a big fan of your son.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hi,
Hey, Donnie.
And chick, I'm like you. I like that deodorant. It comes straight from the pores. Mine's even got like little chunks of minerals. I don't know what it is. I think it's Montreal steak seasoning.
Oh, very good.
I had to call you guys today. It finally happened last night after all these years. Home Run Derby. They're doing a rapid fire, and they always let them small fries go out in the field to shag.
Mm-hmm.
And last night, Tom, sure enough, one of them kids caught a ball with his face.
Oh.
I swear to God. You guys going to watch All-Star game tonight?
Sure.
I am, because I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I was an All-Star in Little League.
Wow.
Well, this was back when you had to earn your All-Star jersey. You had to earn it, like E.F. Hutton's. Today, the league that Whippy plays in, if you show up with most of your uniform and don't wet your pants, you basically make All-Stars. I had a chance to turn pro after high school, but I got busted for using performance-enhancing drug.
Oh, what?
Jolt Cola. Remember? It was over 100 proof of pure caffeine and how to make deodorant out of it. But the fact remains, it worked. My coach found out when I stowed first, second, and third base 12 times in one game.
How do you steal first base?
That's the same thing my coach was asking, Tom. But it's easy. All you do is take umpire's water between innings, and on your way back, you just stay there. I swear to God. Squatters' rights. So anyways, Whoopi has dreams of being a major league player one day, but I didn't think it's going to happen because just like me, he was born amphibious. But for him, that means he can't hit from either side of the plate.
Amphibious, the word.
Plus, the fact remains, he don't even know the team's names. Man, I had him memorized when I was a kid. I asked him who he wanted to play for one day. He said one of them bird teams, like the Cardinals, the Orioles, or the Guardians. I know, Josh. So based on that answer, he could scratch off 2 things off his career list: major league player and pet shop manager. The one good thing he's good at, I hate to brag, but he's pretty good when it comes to chatter.
Oh, yeah?
But he's too nice. In the field, he's like, hey, better, hey, better, hey, good luck.
That is too nice.
I better run. I still need to tweet at Pete Rose, see if he won't put some action on the game.
Nice, thanks, Donnie. We're at the All-Star game tonight. When we come back, we're hanging out with actor Drew Powell. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Now, what kind of vacations do you get? And since you travel so much, Jim, I would imagine that
a vacation
would be staying home.
Yes.
I know last summer you had you
went camping.
Your semi-disastrous camping experience.
It's my wife. I married this woman who loves to camp, and I'm
indoorsy.
Yeah,
you
I was
know,
gonna say.
she always brings up camping's a tradition in my family. I'm like, hey, it was a tradition in everyone's family until we came up with the house.
Yeah.
My parents never took me camping. You know why? Because they loved me. You know? If it's so great outside, why are all the bugs trying to get in my house?
How true.
Boy, I'm with you on that.
Happy camper. Has anyone ever really been a happy camper? Because whenever we use that term, we're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
He is not a happy camper. Well, why don't we just call him a camper? He's miserable. You know who's a happy camper? The guy leaving the campsite. He's the happiest camper. He gets to take a shower.
Yeah.
It's a camping thing.
Camping.
Are you a shower man versus a bathtub man?
I'm a neither. I'd rather do nothing.
Yeah, just lay in bed.
The shower, yeah, definitely. The bath thing, that seems like a lot of work.
It does.
That just seems, I don't know.
You have to wait.
Yeah, it's just you gotta figure out. You gotta stand up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like once I'm standing, I don't want to have to, sit down and then stand again. I'm that lazy. And chicks like,
brilliant. You are talking my language. I never thought of that before.
and when you stand up out of a bath, don't you have all the suds on you too?
Yeah.
You're sitting in all that.
Then you got to go take a shower to clean out.
Then you have to rinse off.
Take a shower. I don't understand it.
And they're slippery. Old people get themselves broken hips all the time in them.
Yeah.
I hate bathtub showers more than anything.
Relaxing.
No, they're not.
No.
Yes, they are.
Well, not for me.
Men want to primarily do physics experiments involving flatulence. Basic stuff.
Oh, yeah. It really does bubble. How about that?
Hold a match to the surface of the water, that sort of thing.
I would have never thought of that.
I've not thought of that either.
This is the first show
Now
in a
you're
long
gonna
time.
wanna take a bath.
I'm going to have to take a bath to see if it works.
I have to take notes.
You guys don't take baths with your significant others?
Well, sure. I mean, I've done that.
Not if you want them to stay your significant others. Honey, let's take a bath. Why don't you do that? I got check out Sports Center.
You know what Christy wants? She wants a bubble bath.
And some sodomy.
That's exactly right.
No.
See, we have to
You
explain.
have to be very careful what you say, and it's taken out of context.
Family-friendly show.
That doesn't work. See, people don't realize that Christy didn't actually say that. Chick
And some sodomy.
Well, who is that then?
No, but I mean, she said it in a different
We were
context.
talking about something totally different.
I mean, you have it on tape.
Isolated,
You just keep playing it, right?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking. Do you see me moving?
Christy, what do you
And
want
some
for
sodomy.
Christmas?
Well,
now, Jim, now you're playing.
I want some nice.
Don't play
Christy
the game.
wants some perfume.
And some sodomy.
Okay. Wow. Do I have to come over there? I'm not feeling well.
All right.
That won't be on the TV show.
No.
Celebrating her bicentennial. The national anthem that year was performed by famous blind entertainer Tom Sullivan. Let's listen to this rare recording of his pre-game performance.
Oh, say, can you see?
Mr. Sullivan.
What?
You're not on the microphone. Take 3 steps forward.
Oh, okay. It's just... Oh. By the dawn's early light.
While organizers were applauded for their support of people with disabilities, fans and critics alike agreed that a stage 12 feet off the ground was a particularly bad idea.
A little help now. This has been great moments in NFL history.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
We have comedian Eric Hunter here with us. Eric, I'm guessing just I don't know. You're kind of a pasty guy.
Well, hey, great to see you, Eric. Always a pleasure.
Well, Eric looks so pale because he's had a. Didn't you have a family?
We have coupons to a spa.
He had a family. He recently had a family tragedy.
He did?
His grandmother.
Oh,
didn't your
it was
grandmother?
very sad.
Yeah.
What happened?
Grams passed away.
Oh, no.
It was actually a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Really?
But she was 97
well, that's
years
a good
old.
full life.
Yeah, she passed away after a lengthy battle with a bear.
Damn her luck.
Snuck into the tent,
Usually the bear wins.
Yeah.
I'll bet you put up a hell of a struggle, though.
She fought for a while, but
feisty old lady.
Oh, yeah.
told her not to
They're
hang food in the tent.
scrappy at
She
90.
was setting it up.
Food in the tent, Grams.
Oh, my God.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor, Gail, very...
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this out. His name is...
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's bologna in our
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
He is actor Drew Powell, a man who may be holding a sign real soon saying, help.
We'll work for food.
Yeah, we'll work for cheeseburgers.
Drew is a very fine actor. He has appeared on Broadway. He has been on many, many fine television shows and movies, and just recently completed a Lifetime movie in which you play a sheriff.
Yes.
And if people can't see you, I want to explain. You do have, as I pointed out, you once portrayed Haas Cartwright.
God dang it, Paul.
But I mean, you're a big guy.
Yes,
once again, you look
Everywhere.
like you could be a lineman in the NFL.
Thank you. Yes, I have played a lineman many times on television and in the movies.
What's the most against type thing you've ever played?
Oh, I played a gay cowboy. In
He said against
Brokeback
type.
Mountain?
Against type. That wasn't that mean. Come on. Lighten up, McGee. I'm having fun.
Lighten up, McGee. I want that T-shirt. No, with RuPaul. He had a show on Netflix called AJ and the Queen, and it was really funny because there was they cast as these two gay cowboys, two straight guys, which on purpose. I mean, it was the guy from Sex and the City was a producer, Michael, and Adam Shankman was the director, and all these guys are kind of gay icons in the industry and really talented and awesome. and they cast us, and I remember one of my things was I had this mac and cheese that was really special. It had like 4 cheeses in it. And it was because he was from Arkansas, and but at one point Adam came up to me. He's like, "Oh, on this thing, because there's a snake involved." He's like, "I want you to clutch your pearls." It's like, what do you mean? Like, yeah. And so he's like, let me see if you can do it. And I was like, and he's like, oh, no, that's terrible. That's terrible. No, wait, I can do better. I can do it. No. You're good. We're good. I was so offended. I've been working ever since on.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was nice.
Thank you.
We are.
I don't think I've ever clutched my pearls.
You're not a gay man.
Well, that's
Women
true.
can clutch their pearls, too. In
but
fact, it started that way.
That's where it started.
I think it'd be. Yeah,
oh, that's good. That was good.
It's like gay men and Barbara Bush. That's who clutches their pearls.
Yes. Together.
And Barbara Billingsley.
I was just going to say Barbara Billingsley from Leave It to Beaver.
Famous.
Always wore pearls because she gets
Indiana. Is she from Indiana?
I think she.
And by the way, did she ever say, "Ward, you were a little hard on the beaver last night"? Has she ever?
I don't think she actually ever said it.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what? There is a chance she did.
There is a definite chance.
That's sad that she hasn't, but I would like to hear that if she did. That's pretty good.
We need to segue over that way and check in with the news scene with Christy Lee.
Well, wait, we have another world record, I think. don't
We can't get away from this. Stupid world record. Good luck, everybody.
All right.
David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the heaviest weight passed hand-to-hand 100 times.
Oh, so he's done this?
Doing this?
Evidently, no time limit on this. Following his fastest to move weight series, David broke the latest record with 130.5-pound weight, beating the previous record by 19 pounds. There's no time limit. Challengers cannot rest the weight on anything or hold the weight with two hands. He's previously broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to pass 20, 40, 60, and 80-pound weight hand-to-hand 100 times. So that's the record, I guess.
Yeah, these don't take any finesse. I like the ones where he's juggling and, juggling a live chainsaw on him, something on fire.
I went to Golden Corral once, and after that I passed about 6 pounds of weight.
The Golden Corral. We used to have a Ponderosa.
Just Golden Corral.
Oh, sorry. Many apologies.
Yeah, Ponderosa's.
We were a Ponderosa town in Lebanon. Yeah, Ponderosa.
Let's segue over to
and
another one. Oh, sorry.
The Snail Racing World Championships
are still going on.
Recently took place in Congham, England, C-O-N-G, Ham, where it was awarded a Guinness World Record as the longest-running humane snail racing world championship.
Have you ever been to the inhumane ones?
Way more fun.
The tiny whips.
They got caught installing motors in them.
At the inhumane ones, they salt the roads. It's terrible.
It really is cruel.
I know.
The race is snails trying to cover a distance of 13 inches around a circular table. This year, a snail named Evie won the competition with a time of 7 minutes, 24 seconds.
Can you imagine doing the play-by-play for that? It's like a rain delay.
And they're off.
However, the world record is 22 seconds, set back by a snail named Archie in 1995.
They laid a little cocaine on the table that day.
I think this loses a little in the translation. The top prize in the race is a tankard of lettuce.
What's a tankard?
A tankard.
A tankard is a drink container. It's like a grog, a mug.
I bet the snails love the lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
So you fill that up with lettuce.
It's for the snail.
For the snail.
Well, yeah, sure.
I thought it was for the owner.
All proceeds from the event go to St. Andrew's Church in Congham.
Okay. All right.
Willie's favorite movie, Turbo.
Yeah, have you guys seen Turbo with Ryan Reynolds?
I've not seen Turbo.
About a
Ryan
snail.
Reynolds, Paul Giamatti is his older brother. He's a snail, but guys, get this. He wants to race in the Indianapolis 500.
Well,
now,
he's a snail.
What?
You're asking, how can a snail race? Well, he gets infused with nitrous oxide so he can go fast.
And cocaine.
Just nitrous oxide.
Okay.
I gave it a shot. I tried infusing myself with nitrous oxide. I just passed out in the parking lot at a Fish concert. Way less fun.
Wow. I'm trying to find the movie in which you portrayed a gay caballero.
Yeah, it's a TV show for Netflix, AJ and the Queen.
Is it called Flaming Saddles? No? Oh.
Oh, here's what he's doing.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, see,
for that.
you've made the mistake we still make. The mistake. You thought he was having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
You thought maybe he wanted to chat.
I've been here long enough to know better. Gosh darn it.
You are a
When
prop.
people ask you what you've done, you go, well, I go in there and talk to the Bob and Tom show, but I've never really talked to Tom. I would never.
I've been talked at.
I've been talked at. Oh, yeah. I've been so used.
I've been used as a comedy tool to get to
You're
what he's
used
trying to get
as
to.
a setup.
So sorry.
Setup, man.
Yep.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
A Mexican beer company has created a new brew made with not snails, but crickets.
I bet it's hoppy. Oh.
I liked it. The sound effect was there too fast. I didn't want to. Sorry.
He's been waiting all morning to hit it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all he's been thinking of. Don't forget to hit the crickets on the beer
I feel
commercial.
like I'm at one of my live shows.
Speaking of which, I'll be at the Ha Ha Hut.
To Aquatown. No, the Ha Ha Hut won't hire me.
The beer is called La Grilla, which means the cricket. It is a joint venture between Santana and local craft brewery Cerveza Punto Medio.
Ah, that means bitch of the beers.
I think he's right.
Cerveceria Punto Medio. It might be. According to Axios, the beer's creators found that pulverized crickets, when lightly toasted, have a very similar taste to barley and rye, allowing them to use the insects to supplement barley in the production of a malt porter beer. Alejandro Bruna, the co-founder of the farm where the insects are obtained, said the crickets offer an umami flavor, lending a more intense flavor so that while it's a porter, it has the flavor of a stout.
Yeah, I think it probably isn't too bad.
Probably.
We had those power bars made of crickets, and they were dreadful. Remember, we brought those in.
They were dreadful.
And you have to wonder how many are they actually putting in there when it says they.
Yeah. Who's the harvester? Who's the cricket harvester?
They have cricket farms.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
You've never been to Jiminy Hills?
When you wish.
You never had your kid never had a like a lizard or a turtle or a frog?
No, we had fish. And then they got roasted, which was really sad.
You go to the pet store and they've got crickets all over the place.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
So they have to grow them somehow.
Do they have non-dusted crickets?
Yeah. You have to ask if you want them dusted.
Huh.
What are they dusted with?
Some white stuff.
You have no idea, but you've got to ask dusted or not dusted.
Yeah,
Okay.
They put them in a bag. If I bought crickets for years from the same place, and every time I'd go, the guy pretended he'd never met me before.
It's because
Did you tip him?
I still act like I don't know you.
Yeah. Gosh, the celebrity tipping thing, man. What happens when I have that thing where I'm like, man, I don't have anything on me.
I know.
I go, that dude, I always knew he was a jerk.
I'm never watching Flaming Saddles.
No, RuPaul carried that show.
That's why I like it when they have the thing and when you put the card in and it flashes back and you can put it right there.
I like it too, but I don't like it when I'm buying jeans.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, I read an article.
Are you telling me you go to a department store to buy like a shirt and you don't tip the
the person that stood there,
the sales clerk?
Josh, the article I read about this those machines said the problem was the person who wrote the article said she had gone to her veterinarian.
Wow.
And put the card in, and then it flipped around and it said add a tip. And she thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
But I also don't like it. We were talking about the Starbucks app where you tip them and they don't know that you did. So you're not getting any benefit out of that one when you go back in the next time.
Sure, yeah.
Other than your friendly face. Now, coming up, we have silence in the news and something called the green hairy tongue. Yikes. That's very disturbing.
Here comes old Grinch mouth.
But right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Things can be very confusing out there. A lot of tough choices, a lot of everything. Sometimes it's just overwhelming getting up in the morning and turning on the radio or watching TV or just walking out into the world. So if you're dealing with all kinds of decisions and maybe you want a little help, this is where therapy comes in. And BetterHelp is sort of a new twist on therapy because BetterHelp hooks you up online. Not only is the hookup done online, the therapy is done online. So it fits your schedule. And the way it works is you fill out a questionnaire and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And you can switch therapists, by the way, at any time for no additional charge. And once again, the therapy is done online. So it could be done texting back and forth. It could be done speaking. It could be done like you were on a Zoom call. Whatever works for you. That's the key to BetterHelp, is having it work for you with your time and the way you want it done. So let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Find out more at BetterHelp.com/BT show. Adding the BT show will knock 10% off that first month. Once again, BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Once again, when we come back, we have worms, we have codeine, but not worms on codeine, and an energy drink that may be in trouble with the law. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs...
Live in the studio with your guitar. You said you wanted to play something solo. What do you have in mind?
Well, I just did something solo. I feel like kind of throwing in a curveball. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know if people feel like hearing the blues.
Sure.
I wrote a pretty cool little blues song.
on this new record. It's called My Baby Don't Love Me Blues.
I think I'm all set. You ready?
Ready?
Nice job, man. That was fantastic. Brian Setzer live in the studio.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Ace Cosby across the way.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. Tom, we have a very special guest, one of our favorite people in the house.
He's actor Drew Powell.
Oh, yeah.
And you may have seen Drew in a number of interesting things. I think I first saw Drew in the TV show Ray Donovan.
Yes.
Yeah, you were great in that.
I was just trying to quote a line from that, but they're all swearing. So I was like,
yeah.
Like, oh, no, you can't say that.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
F you, Ray.
Now, what's your philosophy on that? When you at the time your son was what, like 5?
Oh,
you
yeah.
did that show. So what do you do? Do you want to watch Dad? And
yeah, no. Most of the stuff I've done, he hasn't seen.
Man, he'll be into Gotham.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, it's funny you mentioned that. So we drove across country recently, and that's what he watched. So he's like halfway through season 1, and so it's really cool because he's now 12, and he's a pretty mature 12, and so he's like understanding this thing and remembering vaguely when he was a kid going to see Daddy at work, and it's at the Bat Cave and whatever. But now he's watching it and understanding the show, and it's kind of cool to relive it through him.
And Gotham, you portray.
I portray the gangster Butch Gilzine, who was the right-hand man to Jada Pinkett Smith's character, Fish Mooney, and then, spoiler alert, turned into I'll just say, an infamous DC villain.
Mm-hmm. Now, does he critique your performance?
Yeah, he is definitely. I mean, look, he's my mini me. He loves me, and I'm a hero to him, of course. But yeah, he knows how to be like, I don't know about that one, Dad. That was a little.
Do you ever think you're gonna get that cool dad moment?
Yeah.
Dad, I gotta tell you, Anthony Kerrigan is great in this thing. Can you get me his number? I'd love to talk to him, chat about how he gets in the zone.
Like, oh yeah, right, great, sure.
Yeah, I get that all the time, and little Finn will go, Dad, I heard the show today. Man, the chick was funny. What about man? I was right there the whole time. Okay.
My name's in the title.
So now you drove across country.
Yeah, buddy.
In the middle of the
only
summer.
way to go. Yeah. Although we were chased by storms the whole way through St. Louis. Actually, oh my gosh, we were tornado warnings and hail. It was like it was so intense because when you're driving long distances and long hours, you want that time to like relax and just at least let the cruise control take over. It was like white knuckling for hours and hours and hours. Like stopping under overpasses and like listening to the the emergency broadcast system. It's usually a test, right? These are all real. Like I'm driving through Kansas and it's like, and then the other problem is, here's my gripe.
Here we go. I know what you're going to say.
I know what you're going to say.
I don't know the counties.
County
yes, Kit Carson County. I don't know. Is it going to hit the 70?
Right.
Yeah, am I going to die?
I like to give the latitude and longitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Magellan.
Thank you.
Name a town.
Yeah.
I was so angry. I'm screaming in the truck. I'm like, why? No, I don't know where that is. Help me.
They are so guilty of that. They've gotten a little bit better. But yeah.
And they didn't name, like, how are you not going to name it towns? At least they're towns on the signs on the highway.
Right.
But not counties.
But or they should say 90 miles southwest of St. Louis. Something you've heard of.
Something you've heard of. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Not the latitude.
Yes, exactly.
So now, I guess with the way things are in contemporary culture, your son is able to watch, obviously you just said, watch an iPad the whole time. So that makes it a lot easier than back in the day.
Sure.
Now, what did you do? Was your wife in the car with you?
Yep. That's one of the things that's, I think, I believe in therapy, and I believe in premarital counseling is very important before you get married, to make sure. But for me, if you want to find out if you're compatible with someone, get in a car and drive across the country because you'll find out real quick. And that's one of the first things we did. We met in Australia. She was a makeup artist covering up tattoos and on the Haas Cartwright job. And then we came to America, and the first thing we did was we got in the car and we drove to Indiana, and we had a great time. And I'm like,
now, when you were driving this last hunk of highway, were you listening to something or were you chatting the whole time? Did you have like 12 hours of chat, or did you? Is there a point where you can go, I need to listen to something? Do you put headphones on? Or?
Yeah, we do the podcast thing a lot.
But do you listen together?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Does she stop it all the time and ask questions?
Are you?
Well, no.
Tom's interviewing himself.
Yeah.
Does she annoy you constantly?
I have to put in my AirPods.
No, it's just the opposite. I'm the one that would stop it and ask dumb questions.
And that's the question.
Really?
I'm terrible. You don't want to listen to anything with me or see anything with me.
Also, real quick, don't wear your AirPods, your Raycons while you're driving. Stop doing that. It's dangerous. It's illegal in most states. Don't do that.
You guys don't play music and sing along the whole time?
No. Every once in a while. And
oh my gosh, that's so much fun.
What's that? There's some gizmo now on my phone because I'll go, who does this song?
Shazam?
It's just that thing.
Sure.
Oh, that's the greatest. Because
it's great.
I used to be, as a DJ, playing music, and Ace was the same way. We were like our own little Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
You could hear like 4 notes of a song and go, I know that one, Aria. But now they've got this thing. It's amazing.
And now your kids are listening to things you wouldn't listen to.
I suffer through a lot. There's a lot of great music out there. There's also this new like baby talk rap thing that I don't understand.
I don't know about that.
It's like the rappers are like talking baby.
I know there's a lot of baby rappers. Da Baby and
Lil Baby.
And
Da Baby ruined one of my favorite songs.
Which one?
Levitating.
Oh.
I'm levitating. I think he got canceled. Thank God. I wish they'd canceled most of them. I don't want to hear baby talk, okay?
Do you really agree on any music at all?
Yeah, I like the Beatles. I like Little Feat. I mean, I grew up around here, so I like a lot of music. But Kelly?
Kelly and
we
Tom.
agree on some stuff. But typically, on long drives, sometimes she'll have her whatever podcast on, and I'll be listening to mine, book or whatever. So the whole time you guys are listening to the same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. When I got my truck, I had it delivered in Indiana, and I drove it home by myself, and I hadn't done this solo cross-country in a while, and I listened. It was me and Matt McConaughey. I listened to his book the entire way. Green lights, man. It's all good, bro. I'm just driving through Texas, listening to Matt McConaughey. I feel real good in my Lincoln.
Now, what's the protocol when you get back in the car after a gasoline stop? Does she indicate this next hunk is going to be chat versus podcast?
Face it, you don't want to talk to anyone.
Like I said, there's therapy involved in driving across country. Clearly,
no. Does she indicate? I think perhaps it's time that we talk for a few minutes. Or does she make the decision? I've had enough Drew Powell for a while. I'd like to get back to Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. No, she's good at finding her own space. Yeah, and that's the thing. She can just pop the headphones on, watch her shows. She's like Chick. She watches all the shows. There's not a show she hasn't watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she does it. Usually, she turns in early and watches some TV. And
now, are both of you? This is somewhat indelicate with the strike, and you're obviously a union actor.
Absolutely.
And she's a professional makeup. Are you both going to be out of work here?
Well, she hasn't done the makeup thing for a while. She's now a yoga instructor, so she'll probably be teaching more yoga to stressed out.
Yeah,
probably.
I have a question.
Yes.
Here.
Do you want to ask it for me, Christy?
Do you do yoga?
I do, not as consistently as I should, but I'm a believer. Even for linemen on TV like me. But
Tom used to do it.
Did you? Mm-hmm. You do Pilates now, right?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do yoga anymore.
Oh, really? Why?
Doctor's orders.
Too much farting?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Sorry, you're going to have to.
Is it doctor's orders or a cop because you were harassing all the ladies in yoga pants?
Hey, how you doing?
He's out. He does like a lady in the
Veronica has been to a few of those classes. She doesn't really do the hot yoga, but we had a thing, and she's like, there are way too many dudes in Speedos in those hot yoga classes. Like, well, nobody wants to see that.
I can't stand hot yoga. It smells.
Do they have to develop special positions for folks of a certain girth?
Do you know that's my band name? Folks of a certain
I would imagine they make adjustments.
I mean, yeah.
Of course.
Well, here's my thing with my wife is like, okay, as a yoga instructor, let me give you some feedback from a male perspective.
Right.
There are certain positions where having certain parts of your anatomy, it is not as easy for us.
I would think.
Men.
You may call that the sleeping flamingo. I call it ball crusher.
It's true. It's like, hold on, let me. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a real problem in the yoga world.
Okay, well, that's interesting. We're talking with Drew Powell. actor from Gotham and many other things, and possibly carrying a sign soon, depending on what happens with the if there's an actor strike coming up. In the meantime, we go back to the news desk with Christy Lee. What do you got over there?
There's a new study out there that finds people can actually hear the sound of silence.
Interesting.
For the study, researchers used various sound experiments. They said the fact that these silence-based procedures suggest people hear silence just like they hear sounds. So what does it sound like?
Paul Simon.
Yeah.
Well, I can get that for you if you like it. That's a
okay.
great song. Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, this shouldn't really tell us anything.
It's just saying that there. Isn't there some place you can go where they seal you up?
And Aaron Rodgers did that, didn't he? They put him down in a cave for 3 days. It's deprivation.
Yeah, his was mostly light deprivation, but you would think it would have to be.
I've done the water tank deprivation.
I have too.
Yeah,
it's pretty bizarre.
Is that where they close the lid on you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you're sitting in salt water.
Can you get out?
Yes, you can easily open.
I didn't feel claustrophobic, and the thing was, it just felt like I feel like such an idiot. And then you're there long enough that you're like, oh, and then it starts. I don't know about you, but it's actually started to work. I'm like, oh, okay.
Did you pee?
No.
You didn't pee?
No, I didn't. I never even felt the urge to.
As soon as I got in that body temp water, I'm peeing. That's the second I get in there.
Did you hallucinate, Drew?
That's a good question. No, I didn't hallucinate, but I kind of went into that dreamy.
Yes, you kind of like. I didn't hallucinate. I wouldn't call it hallucinating. But you sort of see colors and you do.
How do you not slip in and drown?
You float.
It's better to be sober, probably.
And you can also have the option of a floating pillow if you want. And I mean, I can't imagine somebody drowning.
Is it dark in there?
Very. Yeah.
They have for claustrophobic people like us. There are places that have a bigger pool type. If you can imagine that, it's more of a square, big pool.
I don't know that you'd feel claustrophobic. You can kind of. If you reached up, Drew, could you touch the ceiling?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't.
Mine was like a coffin.
Okay, mine was like a big.
Yeah.
Mine was like an Audrey 2.
No.
Where you could reach up and not hit the top.
Yeah,
but
no, they have to. No, don't take this the wrong way. Do they have to make adjustments for water displacement, if you will?
Oh my God!
Not in this case. Maybe in a smaller one.
Mean.
No, that's an issue in the current Jones movie. I thought he made pick up on that.
I got the Archimedes reference you were making.
Archimedes.
How can you?
And why didn't they call that movie Raiders of the Lost Archimedes? Couldn't that have been?
How did they miss that?
How did they miss that? For those of you who've seen the new Indiana Jones,
that was a fine joke.
That's fine joke. I was mistaken for an actor in that movie. I was at a basketball game, and the guy said, "Loved you in the new Raiders of the Lost Ark." I'm like, yeah.
I guess maybe in Tangiers or whatever.
No, he said there was a guy on the boat on a couch.
Oh,
that got knocked out or something.
I wonder if that was in the part of the auction scene or whatever.
Oh, could be. Yeah, I was going to say you could have been one of the guys on the boat.
You could have been in that movie.
I should have been in that movie.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You should have.
Damn it!
Would make it better.
Ay.
So anyway, this sound of silence thing, it's not really explained how they determined this, but I guess they're saying you can hear silence.
Willie, I didn't know that Simon and Garfunkel did a cover of that Disturbed song. Really interesting. I'm going to have to give that one a listen.
Oh, my gosh.
Now all I can imagine is that Disturbed version in the movie with Dustin Hoffman, The Bachelor. Is it what the
Graduate?
The Graduate, yes. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No. That was Mrs. Robinson was The Graduate.
Both. Oh.
Both. It's one of the first soundtracks.
They're both in there?
Yeah.
And
so Scarborough Fair.
They play Scarborough Fair like 8 damn times.
They got their money's worth.
Whenever there's a down moment, it's the finger picking drives me crazy. Mike Nichols, I love you, but relax.
Yeah. I think Sounds of Silence was actually a flop when it was first released. I think they did a remake of it, and
man, it's good.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that'll be.
And in the naked light, I saw.
We've had astronaut Dr. David Wolf on the show.
Alleged astronaut.
Oh my goodness, what's wrong?
God, I wish you were here with a big wet sack of manure to throw in your face.
Drew, he's probably also spent time in the Fox studios. David Wolf. He's probably spent a lot of time
in
the studio lots.
Dr. Wolf has been in space 3 times, and he's an incredibly brave guy.
Yeah.
Smart. But he was talking about, he goes, you don't know what quiet is, and I'll paraphrase, until you've been on the space station Mir and the power goes out.
Jeez.
He goes, you could hear your blood flowing.
Can you imagine?
No, I cannot.
No.
I got upset when
I
got upset when the power went out at my house, and I had a flashlight right there. Yeah.
Did he say it got cold?
They were, 30 minutes from having no air, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
It was serious business.
Yeah, it was very serious.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
I've never heard quiet like that, but I have been bombing so hard at a stand-up show that I heard the soda gun in the back.
Yeah. That's a special kind of quiet.
Boy, if you can hear the soda gun, get rid of that joke.
That's great. That's a great scene in the movie. We got to remember that one.
We were talking with Jeff Foxworthy, and he was talking about sometimes he'll have a joke that works every single time, and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
You've all experienced this. I'm sure when you were doing Broadway, there'd be a moment in the play that always kills.
Yep.
And then there's the one night where you kind of look at the other actors going,
What happened?
What's going on here?
It makes and it makes you intensely mad at the audience. Like, what is wrong with you people?
It's kind of freeing. Where to me, I go, oh, you know what? There's nothing I can do. That will.
True.
I just gave them the best I could, and so I'm just going to do my job and leave.
Yeah,
that's a healthy attitude.
That's a good attitude.
I won't be so encouraged because I'm so embarrassed.
Yes.
Okay.
Man.
Now, Christy, what have you got coming up?
Coming up, we have water sommeliers in the news. We have a drink, one of those energy drinks that's in trouble. Luke Paul's involved, if you know what I'm talking about. Earthworms on steroids, and what else do we have? Oh, I saw this we have a couple sweet stories. There's an author who had a book signing and no one showed up. And so his video went viral, and now his book's a bestseller, which is really sweet. And then we have another.
But it's unreadable tripe.
It's an opera in space starring Richard Dreyfuss.
And then we have a lady who has worked at her job for 74 years and has done what Ace has done.
Prostitution?
Never called in sick.
Oh.
Is that true?
Yes, Ace was a male prostitute.
No. Ace has never had a
Ace
sick
has
day.
never had a sick day. Never
God
used
bless
one.
you.
Not even in school.
Man.
No kidding?
I get the mumps in the summer.
The mumps?
See, Ace, that sounds like that should be one of the chapters of your book. The mumps in the summer. It's very nice.
Dude, you're missing out. Sick days are the best.
They are.
Now,
when does anybody else watch Price is Right?
Exactly.
Now, Willie told me to stop driving with my Raycon earbuds in, but okay, I will. But I love my Raycons. When I'm out with the dogs, got the Raycons. And what are Raycon earbuds? Well, they're the best, and they cost about half as much, and they're twice as good. If you've got those other ones that came with your phone that are incredibly expensive and keep falling out, check out the Raycons, because they also keep out what you don't want coming in, depending on the setting on those earbuds. And let's face it, with coffee at $5 or $10, and our bank accounts seem to be depleting with inflation, here's one of the great bargains out there right now. Raycon wireless earbuds make a great gift, by the way. And, of course, get a pair for yourself while you're at it. Raycon's mission is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound. So they've got some special things going on right now, including a buy now, pay later option. By the way, easy and free returns. You're not going to want to return it. We get love letters about the Raycon earbuds. By the way, free domestic shipping. When's the last time you heard about free shipping? And a flat fee for international shipping. Over 50,000 5-star reviews for the Raycon earbuds. Check them out. It's pretty easy to remember. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. That's a whole bunch of 3-letter words all put together. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. You got it? BuyRaycon.com/Tom. 15% off if you do it today, right now. BuyRaycon.com/Tom to score 15% off your Raycon earbuds. I know I love mine. You will love yours too, and they stay in your ear. They even have, what is that, like little gasket, that rubbery gizmo thing? What's that called, Christy? There's a name for that.
Those little ear tips?
We'll call them that. So they fit whatever ear you've got. These babies are going to stay in there. I'm sorry, I don't know the technical words.
I think that would work.
They're great. They've got the Tom double thumbs up. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. We're coming right back with Drew Powell. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob.
We wrote a 10-minute song about chick capping the oil spill.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really? What?
Anybody want to hear this?
Yeah.
What now?
I don't.
No, I'm puzzled. Chick McGee capping the oil spill.
Yeah, we just thought up a stupid little song. The problem is you got to get somebody to be able to go down that deep.
Right.
It's humanly impossible
I've been down
for somebody
80
to do that.
I've been down 80 feet.
So the first part of the song has to do with getting Chick's blood pressure down enough to where we can get him down.
Oh, gosh, yeah. My impending death. This is hilarious. Go.
There we go.
Yeah.
This may not be funny. I don't know.
Well, that's all right. So
You
far,
couldn't measure Chick's blood pressure. It was 20/10 or less. Chick had been married about 13 times. He'd fought the IRS. Chick was immune to pressure. His heart would barely beat. And the question was, could Chick McGee go down 5,000 feet?
I don't know. All right.
Getting my bearings.
Fair enough.
Chick Scuba died for sucking treasure and sold the gold he'd found. And one day Chick bought a submarine. He could take it a mile down. Wasn't any telling how far down Chick would dive. Would it go down to the bottom, and would Chick still survive? Christy, don't move the paper while I'm saying.
I was trying to help.
Could Chick cap off an oil spell? We'd have to oil spell. Can I do that
oil
again?
spill.
Could Chick cap off an oil spill? We'd have to wait and see. He'd pump gas at a Chevron, and Chick despise BP. Now you can hurry him. Wouldn't want to do it quicker. Chick would pump gas at a Chevron, and Chick despised BP because the BP station had a guy with a mullet and an Aussie satin coat who'd stand in the road and yelling at cars trying to sell some stupid boat.
that guy.
Donnie Baker, yeah.
Chick stopped the spill in about 10 minutes and came back up for air. Then he closed the hatch down one more time and drove it back down there. And Chick mooned Donnie Baker on the BP camera a mile down at sea. And Barack Obama, that's what's known as audacity. So don't tell me about audacity. Let's find somebody who can whip the ass of somebody at BP. Don't tell me about audacity. Yeah, show me a man that's smart and gracious, a man that's sort of spacious. The man who defines audacious. Chick McGee. The song would have been better if Christy had moved the paper quick.
Yeah, I have to blame Christy.
I apologize.
Hey, you dog owners like me, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. It's called Chew Works. Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a Hold a Chew, which is a very durable, chewable bone made of nylon polymer, and it also features a slot, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Yeah.
With the Hold a Chew, your big sweetie won't be able to swallow the treat till it's been slobbered down to a safer size. Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
My dog Leo took to it so quickly, he absolutely enjoyed the heck out of it.
Chew Works rolled chew sticks are made of 100% collagen.
Some folks love adding collagen to their coffee. It's great for dogs, too. The collagen rolled chew sticks are safer and healthier. Chew Works collagen rolls are rawhide-free, digestible, and provide joint support and provide for a healthy skin and coat.
And they're made with 100% beef hide collagen, and they're made right here in the USA with no chemicals or preservatives. Cows right out of the Midwest.
Check out chewworks.com today, and your dogs are going to love you for it.
It's for the chewing enthusiast in your life. Chewworks.com.
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
How many times have you been auditioning for like a civic theater production or a Broadway musical or a church show or a school show or something like that, and you had a great audition. You sang a song, maybe you told a joke or two, and then the director comes up to you and says,
Great audition, kid, and your resume looks good, but do you know any pig Latin?
You'll never be caught in this position again if you enroll now in Haji's Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin. At Haji Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin, you'll learn to act your way through some of the world's greatest theatrical masterpieces, and you'll do them entirely in Pig Latin. Things like Death of a Salesman.
Play at ye, ime ad day.
Oh,
nay.
umbe.
Oh, nay.
Umbe. Old reruns of Hogan's Heroes.
Ink clay. Oh, yay, idiot, yay.
Oh, yay, Ice Ray. General J. Orculter Bay. And, of course, the classics of Shakespeare.
Ute eBay. Oye atne ute eBay. At they is ye aye eschenque. Other way aye.
There's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Pig Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UKSHME. Do it now.
Oh, yeah. And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives..."
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
That coming up.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. And Tom, please introduce one of our favorite people, a very special guest.
I'd rather not.
Oh,
How dare you? Oh, I'm sorry. Drew Powell is here with us.
Hi, everybody.
A versatile actor and a guy who is about to be schooled.
Uh-oh.
Drew, I know you're a very fine singer and actor.
Well, thank you.
An occasional joke teller, but when it comes to telling jokes, there's only really one man that has cornered the market on comedy, and of course...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Drew, my ex-wife, she was a pirate's worst nightmare.
Why?
A sunken chest with no booty.
Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
It's somewhat sexist, but really very witty. Thank you very much.
Thank God you didn't take a sick day today.
Never a sick day.
Never a sick day.
Do you have that story? This
is
amazing.
Yes, I do. Melba Mabane, a 90-year-old Texas woman, finally called it quits, retiring from her retail job at Dillard's department store after working there for 74 years. The devoted employee first started as an elevator girl at the Dillard's in Tyler, Texas in 1949 when she was 17.
Oh, an elevator girl in 1940. She got harassed.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I bet she goes down at work.
Not the only thing going up, if you know what I'm saying.
Promoted to the cosmetics department, Dillard's store manager James Sanez says, quote,
and
even
finally, we've been wanting to fire her, but we didn't want to be sued for ageism. Get her out of here.
You should see her
End quote.
No, he said, quote, even with changing times from where she started to where we are now in the modern world, her values and everything still stand. The manager added she has never called in sick in all 74 years.
That's great.
Yeah.
She got so many people sick.
Yeah, no kidding. The petri dish, they call it.
She's in an elevator just spewing.
This makeup looks really good on your face.
Man.
Never called in sick.
Yep, no.
We have a letter here from Vincenzo. He says, over the weekend, I was listening to an older broadcast on 24/7. Suddenly, I hear Tom say, my 11-year-old son, Willie, decided to make mashed potatoes using the blender. When he asked to go into details, he sidesteps. Willie, can you tell your version? I can tell my version right now.
Yes.
It was a sick day in 5th grade.
Yeah.
I was faking sick.
Yeah.
I was home alone, and my dad wouldn't get home till like 1 p.m., so lunch was my job.
Right.
And I decided to make mashed potatoes. I was boiling potatoes. That takes a long time. I was very impatient, and so I blended the half-boiled potatoes, and it was just like oatmeal consistency, and it tasted kind of like gasoline. It wasn't very good, but it was one of my favorite sick days ever. I faked sick. I watched Captain Planet. I stole my dad's Playboys.
Oh.
It was an awesome day.
That's great.
Why did it taste like gasoline?
It was an old blender. I don't know what it was. For some reason, I think it was a gas-powered blender or something. It was
You had a
weird.
gas-powered blender?
No, I'm wondering if the oil from the grinding of the gears was leaking into your mashed potatoes.
No.
I like making mashed potatoes with a blender. That's cool. You can do that.
I've never done it before.
I've never done that. You've done that.
Yeah, sure.
What?
A blender?
You've put your potatoes in a blender.
Well, no, you cook them. You get them all soft, and you put them in the Vitamix.
Use a hand blender, maybe.
I'm buying you a mixer, handheld.
No, he's really got his potatoes in a blender now.
Okay, I have a Vitamix. I don't use it to blend potatoes.
Well, you're missing out. It's got that plunging stick.
Yes.
And by the way,
Wait a minute.
I love that everybody in here is going like this.
No, yeah. Time out. Tom didn't know what that plunging stick was until a year ago. So
Really?
yeah,
Bless.
he found this thing in the kitchen and he's like, "What is this?" And I go, "It goes to your Vitamix."
it looks like a robot dildo. It's just plastic. Yeah, it's a puncher.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry I left you at home when you were a little boy, Willie, but I'm glad you had fun.
No, I wanted to be home. Those sick days, I got to watch Jerry Springer. Oh, it was the best.
It's the Ferris Bueller, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations to Melba Mabane.
Mabane?
Retiring after 74
Way to go,
years.
Melba.
Yep.
Sweet.
Another
By the
sweet
way,
story.
unfortunately, the retirement plan doesn't kick in till you've been there for 75 years. So.
Oh, boy.
Dang it. Social Security for Melba.
A Texas author has become an overnight bestseller after a video of him trying to sell his books went viral, according to People magazine. Gerard Red Swearingen captured a video of the author, Sean Warner, sitting alone with his books at a table in a Kroger store.
I'm very sad.
Red said the 58-year-old author seemed super defeated. So they talked
I got
about
a suggestion for him. Maybe go to the bookstore to something instead of Kroger.
Kroger?
I mean, people don't go to Kroger. I tell you what, I was they had a special on lettuce and books today at Kroger.
Maybe it was a cookbook.
They talked about Warner's book, and he offered to give away a signed copy to one of his followers. That video went viral on TikTok. It was viewed over 18 million times. And the following day, apparently Warner's first book, which had just 2 reviews on Amazon before the video, had amassed nearly 200 reviews, and he had become a #1 best-selling author on Amazon. Warner has since posted an emotional video thanking Red and TikTok users for the love and support he's received from around the world.
Do we have a book title?
No, of course not.
What's his name?
It's Sean Warner, spelled
This is his first book.
SHAWN.
It's called Lee Howard and the Ghosts. This is why it's not selling. Lee Howard, Leigh, and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce Manor.
No. This kind of looks. It's like a kid's book.
I have no idea why that didn't sell.
It actually, the cover. This is something I would have gotten from a book order, no doubt. So
it is kind of unbelievable, though. I can't believe anyone that uses TikTok has ever read a book. That's crazy. Old guy Joe, come on.
Listen, I am. If this is going to work and I can make some money, because we need it these days. I've got a book of fanfic, about Bob and Tom fanfic.
Oh
yeah. I've written it over the years. I'll be at the Kroger store on the corner of Ditch.
I hope that Chick and my dad finally kiss.
By the way,
tension is palpable.
Lee is a girl. That's why it's spelled that way. Leigh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Leah? Leigh?
It's Lee, but it's spelled
yeah.
Leigh.
Like Ashley.
My daughter's middle name is this, Lee, Leigh.
Orphaned, she goes to live with incredibly wealthy relatives she never knew she had.
Yeah.
A ghost with multiple personality issues.
Like a young people's novel.
It's got a great cover. I'll give it that. So
yeah, it's something I would have read.
It does have a 5-star rating.
Well, I mean, that's from
that's a
again, like Willie said.
That's a pity 5-star.
TikTokers.
Still.
So
I like there was words in it.
So this is like pity sex? Is that what you're saying?
Pity sex?
No, it could be a really fun book.
It could be.
Explain pity sex to Josh, would you please?
You like I don't know.
You want to take this one, Drew?
I have given so many women pity sex. It's ridiculous.
Such a pity.
Well, you are a thorough and generous lover. We know that.
You look pitiful. Get over here, babe.
I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can write this off my taxes, right?
I got a couple bags of Kroger to put over your face.
0 dependents, 6 huggos.
Okay.
It's funny. I just auditioned for a movie right before I came here, and there's a scene where this guy is, and this our age guy, and this millennial comes up and basically, offers to have pity sex with him.
Wow.
Yeah. You're ahead of your time.
Coming up, we have Logan Paul in the news, maybe in trouble. We also have a medical condition from a guy in Ohio. When I saw the headline, I thought, oh, this is probably going to be, some what they used to call third world nation, but no, it's in Ohio. Green hairy tongue.
Oh, what's happening?
It's a thing, and it's gross. And it's coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball. There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. Throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I'll win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
There's a monkey here riding a dog.
Yes, there is.
Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Right, Dan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins.
Can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or?
Don't you dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God, she's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is a white Russian, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't care who you are. That's fracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet, she'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose.
Really?
I mean, I've always...
Mess.
That's the first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. I just a little... she's relaxed and...
We can tell.
In order...
Yeah. Did you see what
in a
she
minute,
did,
she's going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom.
Dipping it out.
And licking her hand out.
Yeah.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those in there.
Yeah, we'll need smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. Do they have a pre, how would I word this
race
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to if they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell, and because
and I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay,
I think she's going back over to see Chris.
Might have to go. Might have to go.
Oh yeah, okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Just turn my headphones off.
Please,
that would top the show.
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah. Well, she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my. Oop,
we do have a banana if we want to bring it in.
My headphones just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
She's like a monkey on a football.
Pests. We'll take you to Kokomo, Indiana, and we'll meet Roger Mondor and find out how termites ate through his floor, causing him to fall into his basement just before a tornado devastated his home. Next, we'll take you to DeLand, Florida, to tell you the story of Maggie Kunter and the mouse who ran up her leg and frightened her so badly she ran out of her house just before it mysteriously exploded. Then we'll go to Segmack, Arkansas, and meet the Cheeseman family. We'll hear their true story. A swarm of Canadian wasps attacked and repelled an armed intruder as the Cheeseman family napped in their home following a baked bean dinner. Finally, we'll meet Harriet Billingsley, who, upon discovering a swarm of pubic lice, rushed to the drugstore to get a bottle of Quell shampoo, and on impulse, purchased what turned out to be $1 million winning lottery ticket. Join host Dick Verman tonight for Miracle Pests. Miracle Pests, only on Bob and Tom Television.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guys, it's Eli.
Hey, Eli.
Oh, hi,
Eli.
Hey, Eli. You nailed it, Petey. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking, there's no need to get down. I mean, just because you're grounded at work don't mean you can't gain yards. I've got a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza you could run by the house. God knows you wouldn't want to try to pass it. You'd probably get picked off by the mailman. Oh, yeah.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's
it's
a heavy
heavy.
job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer. Never the corpse.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
Location near you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's unbelievable.
You would think I'd be better at this. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Ace Cosby across the way. Pretty good joke today, Ace.
You mean great.
You simply can't even compliment him.
It's unbelievable.
There's Willie Griswold.
If you give the man an inch.
Yeah. Well, my inch is Ace's 3 inches, if you know what I mean. There's Tom Griswold. Who am I? Josh Arnold? Yeah,
correct.
You are.
Today, at least. And there's one of our favorite people, Tom.
He is actor Drew Powell.
Hiya.
And Drew, if you're watching on the YouTube, thank you, guys. You'll notice that Mr. Powell is holding an ABA basketball, and I want to do a quick plug here. These are some friends of ours that put this together, the Dropping Dimes Foundation, and they are helping out aging players who, when the ABA merged with the NBA, some of these guys kind of got cut out, and the NBA has finally stepped up and written some checks. So some of these guys, many of whom have already passed, sadly, but the ABA changed the game. You wouldn't have the three-pointer without the ABA. But these basketballs this outfit has got the rights to them. And this, if you know someone who's a basketball fanatic, this is a great gift. It's a beautiful ABA basketball. If you're not familiar with them, they're red, white, and blue. They have the ABA logo, and they're licensed officially. And it's the Dropping Dimes Foundation. You can get them at a place called Lana Sports, Lana. And this is a charity thing, so it's really cool. And that's why I'd like to just give you a shout out there. Lana, Lana Sports, if you'd like to get somebody a beautiful basketball.
It's really cool.
And it's for the Dropping Dimes Foundation. I've helped out a bunch of great gents who are responsible for really major changes in basketball and the game we love. So
Lebanon's own Rick Mount, big ABA star.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rick Mount. I think, am I correct in saying he was the first high school kid ever to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated?
Yes, sir. Lebanon's claim to fame, absolutely.
Yeah, wow.
And he's still one of the most beautiful shots. And I remember as a kid, he'd just be out there in the park shooting hoops long after he'd retired. He now, of course, coaches and stuff. But
Now, this is Lebanon, Indiana, not like Gaddafi.
Gaddafi from Libya.
Gaddafi.
Oh, Libya, yeah. It was one of those L countries.
They're all those L
You can take the way out of St. Louis.
Scary.
Although, in some ways, as awful a person as Gaddafi was, I often cite him. And I'll tell you why, Drew. It's because Colonel Gaddafi understood branding. Because he could have become General Gaddafi after he took over the country.
Right.
But he said, no.
He could have been a czar.
I'm known worldwide as Colonel Gaddafi. I'm sticking with
Yeah.
it. See, smart move. Unlike HBO Max dropping the HBO. Dumb move.
Stupid.
They should learn. They should become Colonel Gaddafi Max. And then they wait a minute. That
wouldn't make sense.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a hot take. I don't think I've ever heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. I believe
That's a Tom take.
It's true.
Tom's takes.
You got to understand. Got to understand branding. Ask the new Coke people about it. Now we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News desk. What have we got over there?
Well, a recent medical report details the case of a guy who developed a hairy green tongue.
This is awful.
According to the case, the 64-year-old Ohio man visited a primary care clinic for tongue discoloration. He was treated for a periodontal infection, given antifungal medication for a possible oral yeast infection.
Oh, no.
Doctors said despite the treatment, Josh, the man's tongue continued to have a fuzzy texture and green discoloration.
That leprechaun girlfriend.
Dad, do you think that's what happened here? Oh, no.
You ever had a hair? Last time you had hair in your tongue, Josh, what was going on?
Honey.
The man was diagnosed with hairy tongue.
There's a picture of it.
That is rough.
The man was
disgusting.
diagnosed with hairy tongue syndrome.
I'd like to have to brush, floss, and mow.
A benign condition that can form long hair-like structures on the tongue.
Yeah, that's rough.
The 64-year-old was advised to stop smoking and to gently scrub his tongue with a toothbrush 4 times a day. Physicians reported that during a 6-month follow-up, the patient's tongue had returned to normal, even though he had not stopped smoking.
Yeah, you can turn that. That's
Yeah,
so
Dean,
disgusting.
you need to turn that off.
That's so
Oh,
gross.
my
Dear
God.
God. Oh.
Yikes.
The She-Hulk, the Mrs. Green Giant. It's just awful looking.
Yeah.
I didn't need to know that was out there.
No.
No.
Well, apparently it's airborne now. We're all going to get it.
That'll make you. That'll
don't
make you
say
brush your
that.
teeth, though.
I'll
Tell you
say.
what.
Heck
I
yeah.
swear to God, I'll start flossing. Okay, what else you
Food
got?
and Drug Administration has been asked to investigate Logan Paul's energy drink over its potentially dangerous levels of caffeine.
Oh.
Senator Charles Schumer called on the agency to investigate Prime, a beverage brand founded by YouTube stars Logan Paul and KSI that has become an obsession among influencers, legions of young followers.
Charles Schumer. It's Chuck. Everybody knows him as Chuck.
Chuck Schumer?
Yeah.
He must have stock in this company because now that he's doing this investigation, they're about to sell twice as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
now that it's in the news.
12 ounces of Prime contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, as much as 6 cans of Coke or nearly 2 Red Bulls.
Wow. That's what kids need.
It could kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Who could have seen this coming, though, from those yahoos?
Well,
Lordy.
as someone who drinks 6 cups of coffee a day, I object to it.
The drink's high caffeine content prompted bans from some schools in the United Kingdom and Australia, where some pediatricians warned of possible health effects on young children like heart problems, anxiety, and digestive issues. A company rep said their energy drink, which comes with a warning label that it is not recommended for children under 18. It's right there on the...
This is kind of the parents' responsibility here.
Yeah.
But... And stores maybe don't sell it. Well, I guess they can sell it. You could sell this to a 7-year-old, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's dangerous levels of caffeine.
Why would they have that much?
They've been cranking it up. We had, what was it? Donnie mentioned Jolt Cola.
Yes,
sure
Jolt.
did.
I think that was the first one, and that this stuff makes Jolt look like water.
Tea, yeah, exactly. Man.
Yeah.
Willie, what the Pauls, Logan and Jake?
Yeah.
Which one's the fighter?
Jake Paul. They both fight, but Jake's the one that's doing boxing more seriously.
Oh, they do? Okay, they both fight. How'd they get there? Were they just YouTube dudes?
They were YouTube guys, and then Jake was on either a Disney show or a Nickelodeon show, and then they're kind of transitioning into being more just like, I don't want to say adult entertainers. But
Are they funny? Are they interesting?
They're kind of fun, and they've got millions of subscribers.
Yeah,
That's it. That's really what it is.
Millions
It has nothing to do with it. They have millions of subscribers.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
they're
all
famous
it
for.
needs.
Famous for being famous.
It's more fun than it's funny. They hang out in their mansions. They got a bunch of hot friends. They're goofing around. They do like weird pranks and stuff.
Logan just got engaged.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So that's when I feel old. This is my Tom Griswold moment. I'm like, oh, these kids, I ain't doing.
They're an influencer. I hear the word influencer. I want to start shooting.
I mean, you hope that they're positively influencing people, but I don't know that they are.
No.
You don't know. There could be some positive.
Hey, kids, drink 1 can of this is the caffeine and 6 Cokes. Have 3 or 4 of them. See if your heart explodes.
Yeah, that's rough.
Jeez.
I remember when Red Bull and vodka first kind of came on the scene. It was like that was in bars or whatever. I was sitting in a bar and I had one and I kind of liked it, and then I had 2 and then 3 and then I ordered another, and the bartender goes, "No, you're cut off, man." I go, "Why am I being?" I was just sitting here quietly, and he goes, "No, it's the Red Bull. I don't want to watch you have a heart attack." I went, "Oh, I'll just take a beer."
Yeah, nice of him to be concerned
Yes,
about
yes,
you.
absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, there's an argument to be made that caffeine is a drug that needs to be regulated a little bit more.
There is an argument for that.
We should be relying more on amphetamines as a society. Grow up, all right?
Come
Get
on.
the pills, okay? Crush up an Adderall, garnish your glass with it. Have some fun.
Black beauties. Isn't that what they're when we were kids? Wasn't that black beauties? Were they
I don't know.
like speed?
I know that during exam times on college campuses, Adderall pills go for quite the premium.
That's
I remember the first time I was in a college exam room and I walked to blow my nose and someone else had blown their nose and I saw pink residue, meaning they crushed up an Adderall, snorted it, and then blew their nose and it came out.
Ah, man.
Just going, we have a problem.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to just study. Not to brag, but
study.
Oh, so a
couple of Jolt Colas.
The old-fashioned way with a lot of
books.
caffeine.
Or I would just fail. It was one or the other, depending on if I was interested in the
Now,
class.
Drew Powell's our guest, and Drew is an actor. We've talked about the fact. Are you good at reading a script and knowing if it's any good?
That's a good question, Tom. I think generally I get a vibe. I mean, for one thing, I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to like grammar and punctuation. Like if there's because I've written scripts and you go over it so many times, and if there's the the Y-O-U-R instead of the Y-O-U apostrophe, like little stuff like that, I'm like, well, if it's in the details,
Yes,
it's in the details.
there's no excuse these days for it.
Exactly. So yeah, but I do really when I read it and it's I want it to always be so good if I'm involved, and so I'm reading it kind of like please be good, and then you kind of finish it and you're like, okay, well, how do you feel about it?
Are you good at recognizing what you'd be good at doing?
I mean,
Do you ever
I have a
read one and
huge
go,
ego, so I think I can do it all. Yep, I can do that. I can do that.
I think I can play Mrs. Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
She's going to be a beefy gal. And I hope they like the beard.
Yeah.
So you've never read a script.
But I have to say,
I'm not right for this?
Speaking of scripts, though, I'm on a couple episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm coming up this fall. And that is a very unique experience because there is no script. There's just kind of an idea of what the scenes are. And so and you go out, you show up, and you kind of you're ad-libbing. And that was awesome and terrifying all at the same time. And I'm working with Tracy Ullman. I'm working with Larry David. And, it just, my brain was absolutely fried by the end of that day. But it was like a tightrope walk.
When are they going to be on?
It's supposed to be October, but the strike could affect that. So
okay.
So
Okay, we'll look forward to seeing it. On a different note, a chick had some dental work done yesterday, and he's taken the rest of the day to start feeling a little bit better. So I know he's at his compound right now, enjoying Simply Safe home security. Simply Safe, read the reviews. We've been talking about it for years. Chick told me about Simply Safe long before we were talking about it on the radio. 24/7 live, 24/7 live guard protection is something from Simply Safe with their new smart alarm wireless indoor camera. If an intruder breaks into your home, Simply Safe monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them through the camera, warning them that they are being recorded and that the police are on the way. Simply Safe has it down. And you can, by the way, install it yourself. If you want to have professional installation, they can help you out with that as well. Professional monitoring starts at just $1 a day. And there's a lot of peace of mind that comes knowing that someone is monitoring your property. Right now, Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 20% off any Simply Safe system that you sign up for Fast Protect Monitoring. This is a huge offer for a limited time. Get the details, simplysafetom.com. 20% off any Simply Safe system again when you sign up for this new Fast Protect Monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Coming up, you've heard of a sommelier, someone who knows all there is to know about wine. There are water sommeliers because all water is not created equal. We're going to find out about that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
Hey, you dog owners like me, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. It's called Chew Works. Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a Hold-A-Chew, which is a very durable, chewable bone made of nylon polymer, and it also features a slot, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Yeah.
With the Hold-A-Chew, your big sweetie won't be able to swallow the treat till it's been slobbered down to a safer size. Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
My dog Leo took to it so quickly, he absolutely enjoyed the heck out of it.
Chew Works rolled chew sticks are made of 100% collagen.
Some folks love adding collagen to their coffee. It's great for dogs, too. The collagen rolled chew sticks are safer and healthier. Chew Works collagen rolls are rawhide-free, digestible, and provide joint support and provide for a healthy skin and coat.
And they're made with 100% beef hide collagen, and they're made right here in the USA with no chemicals or preservatives. Cows right out of the Midwest.
Check out chewworks.com today, and your dogs are going to love you for it.
It's for the chewing enthusiast in your life. Chewworks.com.
Bob Biggerstaff. Are there a lot of
Biggerstaff is my last name.
Yeah.
It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one?
Always. Oh, yeah. All the time.
Hey, is your middle name looking for a?
Oh, you know what? I was doing...
looking for a, that
Bob
looking for a Biggerstaff.
I wish I had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
Wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show. She's like,
wow.
Yeah, hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah, then what happened?
She's like, Biggerstaff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
long lost.
I don't know. You know, when the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Sure.
Right.
I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not.
Yeah,
that's a myth.
It.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr. You are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was
named after food or their name was a verb.
Yeah.
Give it up for tripping.
Tripping?
Well, yeah, tripping. You know, he be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Yeah. Give it up for Slappy. Like, I like to want to be that.
Wow. I'm not.
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slappy Wood.
And I mean,
Slappy Wood.
Yes. So all those.
Speaking of porn names.
Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I don't know if you remember this, but Pat has a tattoo on his arm that used to have his girlfriend's name on it, and then when they broke up, and she had a couple kids, didn't she?
She has a couple kids now.
Yeah, I mean,
not by me.
No, but I mean, she has since left you and moved on.
She has a baby girl and
According
a baby
to Greg Hahn, she's just trying to make you jealous.
I am not coming back.
Do you know that we've only been broken up 2.5 years, and she has her second baby?
Only.
You got her name tattooed on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Never a good idea.
And one day...
I should have put it on my ass.
One day we got talking about it, and you actually have had it covered up. Mm-hmm. Well, you refer to it as a tribal symbol. Now, did she have your name tattooed anywhere?
On her ankle, yeah.
What'd she do about that?
Cut her leg off.
Wow.
Wow. She really hated you.
That's called coyote.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well, back to your bedroom, Christy. We've decided you need to remove the crucifix from the room. I think you should just go all out.
Go all out and do what?
Well, as soon as you open the door, disco ball.
Right.
Yeah.
Condom machine right there on the wall.
Incense.
You know, even better, Tom, one of those little machines that dispenses cologne.
No, one of them is condoms. The next is French ticklers.
Oh, yeah.
Something that looks like a cat toy. You know.
Right.
And then...
Yeah.
I think we've done all the damage we can do.
Oh, no.
And then, I know. Start it. And then a little button you walk over, press it, and you hear your chick going, "Are you ready?
Are you ready?"
Yeah.
Then the disco music starts. Oh, yeah.
Techno action.
Christy! Actually, it's chicks.
Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Ace Cosby running the board, as we say.
More than that. No, it is
Well, you're much
running board is what he is.
Oh, it's not running the board?
No.
Running board?
No, he's bored right now.
Oh. Huh? There's Willie Griswold. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair. There's Tom, our captain, captain. And Tom, who is it that we have with us today?
Actor Drew Powell has joined us. You may know him from
everybody.
Gotham or Ray Donovan or many other things. And preparing for what may be an actor's strike, which would blow. Got to get this sorted out. You got to keep making good stuff out there. Now, we have a number of things we have to get to.
If anybody has questions about the actor's strike, I would like to promote Justine Bateman's Twitter thread.
Yes.
Regarding exactly what is kind of going on there. It's fantastic in terms of the future of acting and stuff like that. So.
Does she explain that they're overpaid babies who should get their work and do what
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, lucky you don't have to build bridges and dig ditches. Oh, I get to pretend to be a baker today.
This is all very helpful.
boy.
No, it's fascinating.
It is.
The implications of what could or could not.
Absolutely. And Billy Ray does it just, I promise I won't talk too much, but there is a great podcast that he does where he does an interview with AI, actual AI, and it's fascinating to see.
And who's this?
Billy Ray, who's a director.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, but he's a great writer. It's called Strike Talk. It's a podcast, and the specific one where he does this interview with AI, they just type in his questions, and the AI responses. It's fascinating. That's more with the writer's strike, obviously, but it's
What did I see of Billy Ray?
crazy.
That was so great.
Billy Ray Cyrus?
No.
No, not
And that's a
Billy Ray
totally
Cyrus.
fair.
Billy Bob Thornton?
No,
Yes.
not
Oh, that's
Billy
right. He
Bob
wrote Captain Phillips and
Yes.
Shattered Glass was the first thing I saw. Sorry, we're getting deep.
Shadoobie. Shattered. A couple of quick things. Mr. Godwin is going to be opening up tomorrow night. He's got a thing at McCurdy's in Sarasota, Florida. Pat's recording his television special. He's going to be on stage Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night.
He did make it safely to Sarasota. He and Jimmy are there now.
All right. Also, while I'm at it, let's see, we've got a couple of other things happening. Greg Warren is at the Comedy Attic in Bloomington coming up.
Nobody cares.
He's your best friend.
Well.
And Reno is in Crossville, Tennessee at Spike's Sports Grill.
Cool.
Coming up this Friday. So there's a couple things going on. What have you got, Christy?
Water sommeliers from around the world gathered in Athens, Greece to attend the annual Fine Water Summit. According to ABC News, the world's top water tasters judged close to 100 different varieties of water at the event.
Did they drink any Greek water? Tastes like immigrant.
Wow, that is mean.
Yeah, many died.
Tastes like death.
Yeah,
many died. Yeah.
I was holding back on my why didn't they hold it in Flint, Michigan joke, but that's fair game now.
Flint, Michigan's not funny because it happened here.
Dead foreigners funny?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Actually, Josh, the categories ranged from low mineral still to high mineral sparkling.
Oh.
Michael Masha, founder of Fine Water Society, hosts the summit, said what we're really trying to tell people is that water is not just water. Water has, is it terroir, like wine?
Terroir.
Terroir.
Yes. Yeah,
What's
that means the environment in which wine or water was.
Soil.
It means it's going to cost you.
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody's saying terroir.
That's French for this is going to cost a lot more.
I had a Jack Russell terroir. It was a real pain in my ass.
Little bastard, huh?
Yeah.
Water has terroir like wine, and water can hold experiences, and water gives you wellness. Martin Reese, a well-known water sommelier with a substantial internet following, told the news site, quote, water can be fruity, easy, approachable, to, oh my God, what's happening in my glass?
That sounds like me.
Fruity, easy, and approachable? Yeah. So you got that cowboy roll?
Yes, indeed.
Carlos Crespos Lorenzo helped create the world's largest water menu for his family's restaurant in Spain, offering 150 waters from 33 countries.
Wow.
Some of the waters he sells range from $8 to more than $17,000 a bottle.
$17,000 for a bottle of water.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
ridiculous.
That better
is what
Mad
that is.
That better be sweat.
From who?
From the groin of Barbara Streisand.
Ew. You'd want to drink that?
Weird grab.
Yikes.
She's a very fine singer. I imagine her vaginal sweat is quite tasty. I will say this. Water is vastly different. If you grew up in a place that had really good water and you move to a place that doesn't, you know right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I grew up with well water. Anybody have well water?
Yes.
Yeah. We had well water at my old house.
Was it sulfuric?
It's
kind of kind of rotten egg.
I enjoy well water. I think it tastes good.
Ours
I
is
like
great.
minerals in my water. Some of this water that you buy in bottles is completely free of all taste at all. It's like, ugh. I won't mention any names, but
yeah, I mean, we had well water, but we had this thing in my basement that was the size of a garbage truck that was filtering the water and removing almost everything.
Oh,
well, the iron can be a problem. Obviously,
you'd put
with
in
your
3
clothes.
gallons and get a thimble full of water, and then these big bricks would come out that you could.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a tribute to well water, actually, Christine, featuring the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Howdy. Hey, are you tired of them fancy schmancy bottled waters? Well, you got to try our new down-home bottled water. We call it well water.
Well water. Well water. People say it's swell water. Well water. Well water. Hey, what's that smell?
It's well water. Do you miss that nasty sulfur taste you used to get from that well water next to Grandpa's septic tank? Are you tired of tasteless, colorless, odorless water? Water without any flavor? You can taste and see every mineral in our new bottled well water. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rusty Swill. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to try some of our bottled well water?
Sure, why not? This is awful. What the heck's that? It's a penny. I almost choked on it.
That's right. We put a penny from our pocket in every bottle. After all, it is well water. Look for the Rusty Iron Pump dispenser. Why drink something good when you could drink something well? Well water in a bottle. And well water extra crispy plus iron and mercury. Well water. You'll dig it.
People across America are singing the praises of well water. Well water. Lord, it's good. Warning, well water not to be taken internally for external use only. Remember, friends, don't let friends drink well water.
Thank you very much. Once again, this is about the water sommelier.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a fish, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The rare water sommelier, often found off the coast of Costa Rica.
Oh, it's the thing that swims up your urethra.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yikes.
And the fins expand, and they can't get it out without slicing.
How did they describe some of the water?
Broody, easy, approachable.
Oh, like Andy Cohen.
That's right. Once again, the Water Sommelier Summit.
I don't know if the water has anything to do with this, but there is a phenomenon out there called watermelon snow. Have you seen this?
No.
Drawing curious crowds to the mountains near the Utah-Idaho border. The unofficial name is given to the remnants of the winter snow that is dotted with hues of pinks, purples, and oranges. The Technicolor snow appears in high-altitude environments throughout the globe when a perfect combination of conditions awaken dormant green algae called Climadomonas nivalis.
I'm a Climadomonas denier.
Are you? Okay. It's apparently the algae swim to the surface of the snow where they bloom and divide, and when they are hit by the sun's rays, their color changes to absorb radiation and protect themselves from damage.
It looks like it's the exact color of watermelon.
It's really pretty. And now
the inside of the watermelon, not the outside.
Yeah, not the green, but the
green part.
The red part, yeah.
Have you ever had one of these? Have you had these new, not the new to me, the black diamond watermelon?
What is that?
It's a darker, the green is darker, but inside it's tastier. Oh, they're very...
What? No.
They had it at family dinner last Sunday. It's watermelon. Everybody was freaking out. It's watermelon. It's still got the seeds in there.
This is why you're not a watermelon sommelier, Willie.
It was a damn watermelon. Everybody was losing their mind.
I believe you, Willie.
He bought a $45 watermelon is what he did. And he's trying to justify it tasted like watermelon. It was fine.
It tasted like good watermelon.
Black diamond.
You know, watermelon's just
and by the way, yesterday
98% water.
Yeah.
See, you're missing the whole point of all these news stories of that water is different.
No, the point is that you love wasting money. It's like your favorite thing.
Yeah. Chick hates money. Tom hates money.
Every 2 weeks you go, how can I spend $1,500? How can I do that?
Yesterday in the show, we were talking about corn because we were talking with Greg Warren.
Yeah.
And his previous comedy special is called Where the Field Corn Grows.
Correct.
And one of the things he pointed out that when you're driving through, you just drove all the way across the country, Drew, and you saw a lot of corn.
I did.
Did you know that all that corn, probably almost all the corn you saw was field corn? Do you know what that means?
I do, only because I'm from Indiana.
A farm boy.
I had corn in my backyard, but tell them.
It's for that's the feed corn for livestock, etc. And so I said, is there any good sweet corn yet? Because I haven't had any yet this season. And I want to thank the 50 people that sent me where I can get great sweet corn. It's out there, ladies and gentlemen.
I tell the story of someone that I knew once that was Unlike your father, who didn't like to spend money and was going to a dinner party and thought they'd save money and went across the street and picked.
Just grabbed the corn off the road.
Whoopsies.
Wow.
Not good, huh?
Yeah, wasn't good. No, you can't do that.
Okay, all right.
When we were kids, we hopped in a silo full of corn. Turns out you can almost die from that. That
Yeah,
was bad.
that's a risky thing.
Bad idea.
The smell of silage.
That's a special sense.
Yes. Imagine Marlon Brando's bunghole when he was about 75 years old.
That's real.
In a hot room.
It's real.
Oh, God, that's worse than the hairy tongue. I can never get that image out of my brain.
Yeah, silage is ripe.
I'm surprised you know what that smells like.
You can
You're
drive
not
through
a
certain
farm
areas.
guy.
Did you grow up around farms?
No,
God,
he
no,
did
I
not.
didn't, but I'm a big fan of farmers. They work.
God, no.
No, I did
love
not.
farmers.
But I was doing some work one time, and it was right next to a.
Oh, okay.
They had a big thing of silage, and I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Or paper mills. That's also a special
that is
smell,
a bad-
too.
Oh, yeah.
Again, that's more like Shelley Winter's bunghole at age 75.
Did we get off bungholes for a minute?
Want to get back to that cowboy movie? Thank you very much, Christy. Watermelon Snow.
Yes.
So it's
really
out there.
pretty to look at.
That was a great song by, what was it? Harry Styles?
Watermelon
Snow?
Watermelon.
Wasn't that one of his songs?
It was Watermelon
Sugar High.
Watermelon Sugar High. By the way, the snow is not harmful to ingest, but not recommended, since it is often found in melting snowbanks dotted with dirt and dust that contain toxins.
And it doesn't taste like watermelon.
No, it doesn't taste like watermelon. Okay. But the algae poses little risk to humans or animals, according to those in the know. So there you go.
So is yellow snow then?
That you don't
Tastes like lemonade. That's
Lemonade.
exactly
Okay, that's lemonade snow.
Yes.
Doggy lemonade. Right now, I want to talk about great food. That means I'm talking about HelloFresh because the season has arrived. The summer is a great season. You don't want to spend a lot of your time at the grocery store. Gee, how come the horseradish isn't in the same place as the sour cream? I've been here for an hour. I want to go home. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. Why the new code BTShow50? Because it's a special offer. 50% off plus free shipping as part of a special package. The code, once again, BTShow50 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. What are we talking about? Well, HelloFresh has, they do the shopping, they do the measuring, you put it together. It's, by the way, a great way to teach your kids how to cook. And what have you been working on, Willie?
Y'all check out the pork and black bean chili with spicy crema and Monterey Jack cheese. HelloFresh sends you 12 ingredients. Put those together in 6 simple steps. In just over a half hour, you're enjoying this delicious chili you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Every week, 40 recipes to choose from. And by the way, they send you the cards that have pictures. So, Drew, if you don't know a pomegranate from a peach from a pineapple, you go, wait a minute, that's the pomegranate, and it's already measured for me. That's right. And they have, over here, vegetarian stuff, very Hollywood, and then over here, very Midwest, they have comfort food and things we actually like to eat. HelloFresh. Get the details. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. We're coming right back with an historic moment in history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Okay. Well, we were talking about
That's wonderful.
You fly all over the place. You work a lot with the comedian Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
So and you guys are always flying, but you're famous on this show for your discussion of flying.
Wow. I know a lot of comedians do the stuff about, airline, jokes about, everything from flying. And so this was just my experience was that I started to notice some of the pilots, there were those who didn't say anything to you really. They would just say, hey, how you doing? But then I had noticed the ones who love to talk and point out things and give you a little tour in the sky.
Sure.
And I always thought those were guys who were frustrated radio guys. They wanted to be on radio, There's your captain here in the cockpit. And they always sound so cool, so he always, first of all, he has to tell you he's in the cockpit. Like, where else is he going to be? Yeah, we know. Yeah. We know. In the can right now. Just wanted to say hi. So if you guys don't form a line while I'm in here, please. So he's in the cockpit. Okay. And then they always tell you how many feet we're going up. I never understood why they had to share that with all of us. You know, that's great. We're going up to 36,000 feet. You know what? I'm just a passenger. I'm not writing this stuff down. You know, what did he say? 36,000 or 33,000? Because I need to know. Do you? Yeah. Right. And I want to know what the gauge says because this is, I can't see it. I mean, I need to know. So, yeah, he's given us all this information. We really don't need, as passengers, you know, all I know is, you know, 36,000, 40,000. Just go high. That's all I really. Go above the trees and the mountains and clear that stuff. And I'm good.
Happy.
Yeah. Have a couple of drinks. And but then some of these guys I've noticed also will keep going. They're the ones who like to point out everything. You know, for those of you sitting on the left side of the plane, if you look out your window, there's a cloud shaped like a duck.
Wow.
What? Oh, good. I'm glad he woke me up for that because, you know, I mean, and of course, those people on the right side of the plane, they never get to see anything sometimes, right? They'll point out stuff. You know, if you're on the left side, you can see the Grand Canyon. And if you're on the right side, you can look at the people looking at the Grand Canyon on the left side of the plane.
Fascinating.
So I just noticed those guys. So I started taking notes about what they would say, and it was just unbelievable. And then the funniest, or I guess it's not funny, is when a plane goes down, of course, they would look for the flight recorder. And I was always like, and they always thought, I always wondered, like, what do they expect to hear on this thing? You know, I mean, the pilot's not cool enough to just explain what's happening, is he? Is he just going to, just hit a mountain? My fault. I was pointing out something to the people and clipped the wing. And
there you go.
Anyway, I know I sound cool right now, but I've just evacuated like you wouldn't believe. So I just want to apologize to everybody for spinning out of control. And just want to thank all our passengers for flying with us. We realized you had a choice in airlines, and well, you picked the wrong one because we're going right down.
We're going down.
We're going down. You know, you're not going to get that. No, you know, you just
free drinks.
Right? Yeah, yeah, free drink. Don't, just hurry, free drink. The carts should be flying around. Just reach up and grab something. Oh man, I don't know. I figured that. I guess when they find the thing, all they really hear is one big, screaming, screaming, curse, one big curse word all the way down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure. If I was on the plane going down, my last word would be, my wife would be going, she'd be saying, "I love you," and I'd be going, "Sorry, honey, I'm going to have to curse with the pilot right now." I won't be saying "I love you" right now.
Jeff Roth Band.
In somebody's eye.
Oh, nice.
Bravo.
That's perfect.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. You ever driven in a Corvette? What do you?
I'm a little bit tall for the vet.
Are you really?
It's a big car.
Yeah.
Put the seat back.
That's an idea. Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Yeah. I got a huge SUV. I just look at the rear view thinking I got to get some friends. Rows and rows of seats, nobody in them. I just go from gas station to gas station.
Hey, want to ride?
Tell them about your 3-point plan for success, Greg.
What is that? Where I bought the car is too expensive?
Right.
My house is too expensive?
Right.
Knock up a fat girl. How about it?
Yes, sir. Mr.
Check me out.
Success. That's Greg Hahn.
The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Have you seen
that's
it?
good.
The minivans that
home.
they've put those, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides. Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really
God,
disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott Dunn, ladies and
We have a
gentlemen.
winner.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16, and it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Bob and Tom.
That special brewery.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Ace Cosby across the way.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold.
What's up?
I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. And Tom, please let us know who our special guest is.
It's Drew Powell. I just saw him. He's right there.
Yes.
Hi. Good to see you, Drew. He's a very fine actor. And he's hoping that this strike is averted so he can keep fine acting.
Please, dear God.
We have been visiting with Drew. It's always fun talking to you.
Love you guys. Seriously.
And you have been on Broadway.
Yes.
And it's kind of interesting. You were on Broadway with Pee Wee Herman, of all things.
You can't make that up. That's true. It's like a fever dream. I played a mute dancing bear in the Broadway version of the Pee Wee Herman show on Broadway.
Had to be a great conversation with Mom and Dad. Well, I got my big break.
Here we go.
No, I don't get to talk.
Well, at least people can see your face.
Well, no, I'm in a suit.
Oh.
And I'm working with Pee Wee Herman.
Well, at least you don't have lines to memorize.
There you go.
Exactly.
Blocking. That's what they call non-talking movement on stage.
Very good. Very, very good.
The jargon. Time now for Today in History.
Time now for today.
This kind of is a Broadway tie-in.
Oh, I love it.
1804. Who Drew Powell? Who mortally wounded Alexander Hamilton in a pistol duel?
Aaron Burr.
Very good, Aaron Burr. Did you see the play?
I did. I tried to talk that guy out of taking that role. I said, why would you take a role when you could be on a TV show?
Leslie Odom Jr.
Leslie Odom Jr. I tried to talk. He was on Gotham. I'm not kidding you. We're in the van. He's like, I just booked this big procedural on CBS. I'm like, congratulations. Like, I had to call and beg him to let me out. I'm like, why? Because I'm doing this musical about Alexander Hamilton. I'm like, what? Get out of your mind.
Yeah, buddy.
Get
Everybody
out of
wants
here.
to watch the Founding Fathers rap.
Exactly.
Sure.
Good luck with that. I mean, I remember, I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? I'm saying this to him. And now he's like, so, yeah, not always.
You never know.
You never know.
Nope.
That'll happen. I doubt if there'll be any a series of Revolutionary War era hip hop musicals. I think this will be the only one.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Let's see now. What else is going on here? Oh, Babe Ruth, 1914, made his Major League Baseball debut. Ooh. And perhaps the greatest player since Babe Ruth is currently playing the game.
Yeah. Ohtani?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Greatest two-way for sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. I want to play Babe Ruth. I would love to play Babe Ruth.
You could play Babe
You could do that.
Yeah. I mean,
They'd give you a nose prosthetic and
yeah. Definitely. But what a character.
Sure.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, you'd be good. That'd work for you.
Yeah. Could you quickly write the screenplay, Tom? That would be great.
Did you ever see the movie The Babe Ruth Story with William Bendix?
No.
It's unintentionally hilarious. There's a scene where they go into a bar and Babe is drinking milk, and they have William Bendix portraying Babe as a teenager and as an adult.
Oh boy!
So when they show him as a teen, he looks 50 and out of shape. It's great. Let's see. Here we go. 1934. Who traveled through the Panama Canal famously?
1934.
David Lee Roth. That's where he wrote the song.
I believe that's about a stripper named Panama.
Oh.
I think you've got your facts wrong.
Would have been FDR, not David Lee.
Oh, FDR.
Okay.
He was
On this
sitting down.
date, the great song.
He was in an inner tube.
He's in a barrel.
It wasn't one of those rowboats with the swans. I'll tell you that much.
No, it wasn't.
1969, Space Oddity from David Bowie is released.
My wife pronounces it Bowie.
Yes. I was listening to a whole podcast, and they kept saying Bowie.
Bowie, exactly.
English.
My wife, who you can find at Soulful Warrior Collective on Instagram, she's a great yoga instructor.
Nice plug.
I'm going to be huge. I'm going to get so much.
Where do you
Where do we find her?
Soulful Warrior Collective. Soulful, like your soul.
Right.
Warrior, like I'm all warrior. Right. And collective, we're all in it together.
Oh, how nice.
And you too.
Yeah. A little yoga social.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, this is the Marx position where you pay for everyone else to attend. Okay, here's one for you. I love this guy's name. 1274. Happy birthday, Robert the Bruce.
Wait.
Robert the Bruce?
Yeah, he was the King of Scots of the 12th century.
Mm-hmm. I want to play him too.
Well, since no one knows what he looks like, I'm sure you'd get away with it.
It's probably like groundskeeper Willie, I'm assuming.
Yes, it's the same accent.
Yeah, but I don't know. It sounds like the name of a drag person.
Robert the Bruce.
Robert the Bruce.
Okay, please.
I see. Bob the Bruce could also be a verb.
John Quincy Adams, born in this state in 1767.
President and medical examiner. John Quincy Adams.
Of course. What a great show that was. Maybe that should be the next hip-hop musical.
Yes.
Quincy
Emmy. Jack Klugman.
Wait, now is that who your favorite actor played? Did Paul Giamatti play John Quincy? Or he played...
He did play, he played John Adams.
John Adams.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Not the Quincy.
E.B. White, born in 1899, the author of Charlotte's Web.
And co-author of
Some Pig.
Elements of Style.
With Strunk, which a lot of people need to
Terrific read.
It's easy read, small book.
Every Sunday I read it.
You're sitting on the beach and you have the Elements of Style.
Elements of Style.
And yet it's
And
not
that's
about...
why you dress so
It's not
well.
about fashion.
Yes.
Born in 1920, probably the most famous bald white guy at the time, Yul Brynner. Way before white
King
dudes
and
started shaving their head.
Yep.
He wasn't white in King and I, was he? Oh. Yeah, Hollywood used to...
They had some fun, man.
Some enchanted evening.
Wrong guy.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show. Chick McGee had some mouth issues today. You wouldn't keep it shut, am I right?
Hey-o.
No,
Had to leave early.
Some dental work.
Yes.
Chick takes the salt shaker with him into the movie theater. He steals it from the concession stand.
That's why they chain him down.
That's exactly right. Tom has menu anxiety at restaurants. I don't know why I couldn't possibly pick what to eat myself.
Tom, did you mention that I would like to have elegant restaurants put pictures of their food?
Yes, you love pictures, but you do not care for those, quote, squares with the goofy stuff in them. Willie, do you remember what he was referring to?
The QR code.
Yeah,
That's right.
QR code.
Don't you hate that?
Yes.
I don't want it to. And then you're staring at your phone.
Yes.
And then just people just keep staring. They get the QR code and they just keep staring at the phone and don't talk to anyone.
Yes.
Drew Powell is working on one of the most important non-dialogue aspects of acting, clutching one's pearls. Oh, he's getting very good at it.
Yeah, man.
Very good. Willie once bombed so hard at a comedy club, he heard the soda gun from the back of the club.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Double Jack and Diet Pepsi. Fun.
I, of course, worked in cinematics, as I like to call it.
Of course you did.
I was in the movie theater business. Chick took issue with me saying that, but it's
We
completely-
learned that you spliced movies. I had no idea.
That's exactly right.
And he got mad at me because I tipped the
Concession kids.
slip of $5 to the kid that made my popcorn.
They don't need to be tipped. That's all I'm saying. You're a generous man.
The garbage one was hilarious to me. Like, did you say they put it on the garbage can?
Yeah. How did you tip? Did you come out and tip them?
Yeah, do you stand-
At Christmas time, you tip the garbage guy.
That's kind of.
You're a good man, Tom.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody says.
Thank you. I'll get a tip for that, by the way. If I had any cash, I'd slip you a fin.
I'll take
Thank
it.
you, Drew Powell. Thanks for stopping by. This
I
is
love
the
you
Bob and
guys.
Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest